All right. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you are having a wonderful Friday. Of course, we are going to do the Buzz Lightyear. I know before I get into it, but I had a bunch of stock, and at one point I was reviewing these figures a lot because I do love Buzz Lightyear a lot. I mean, I like Toy Story. I like Toy Story, but I did like the Buzz Lightyear movie, although it did not receive critical acclaim, and a lot of people did not like it for various reasons, which were legit, you know. Hey, Apple Martini. Apple Martini says, busted, busted. Yes, busted, busted. Is you? Yeah. We got my man, Mr. Don't Look at My Face. Don't Look at My Face, Firefly, aka Galvatron, aka Serpentor, aka what's his name? What's the name? I forgot. They're a group of Decepticons that'll kill anybody. What's going on, my brother? What is going on? We are going to do a Buzz Lightyear action figure Alpha Class busted open review today. But review today. I am getting over being sick. I feel non-allowed movies. Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing. I'm the type of person like this. I don't have to like the movie to like the toys. You understand what I'm saying? Perfect example goes along with the Masterverse line. Did I like Master Universe Revolution? Absolutely not. I did not like it. I thought they messed it up. Great animation, mediocre action, storyline was just whatever. But as far as everything else, no. But the toys I absolutely love. I love the Masterverse line. Always will, always have. I love fully posable He-Man action figures. The list goes on. And this is another brand by Mattel right here. But Disney put out this film. Let me share it with you. Because I actually enjoyed. I enjoyed I enjoyed the design, the designs that they had in this movie because they were absolutely beautiful to me. I love the designs that they had in this movie. Did I approve of everything that was going on in there? No, because they didn't have to stick certain messages in there, so on and so forth. And it could have went many different ways, I'm telling you. Because given the CGI that they used on this film, I thought it was great. I thought it was absolutely great. And over here, let me know if you guys can see this. This is the Buzz Lightyear film right here, and I absolutely loved it when it came out for the aesthetics, most of all. The graphics, the CGI was wonderful. Chris Evans played Buzz Lightyear, which in turn we really wanted our boy. We won't mention his name, but we wanted our boy, to play Buzz Lightyear. But as far as the CGI and the suit designs, I absolutely love. I love the way Buzz Lightyear looked in this film because of the simple fact that I'm a very big fan of space fantasy art. I love space fantasy art. Let me know if you guys can see this. No, they're still showing Buzz Lightyear. But I'm a big fan of retro 1960s, 1970s, 1960s, 30s, 40s, and 50s fantasy art, 60s fantasy art, 70s fantasy art. And that is what Buzz Lightyear, this film, always put me in the mind of when you see the CGI film. I love the design with him with the rounded jaw, the square jaw, the fishbowl helmet and everything like that. It was nodding back to classic 1960s, 1950s, 40s, 30s, 20s sci-fi and fantasy art. Now, as far as the film, that was pretty much kind of like a bust. You know what I'm saying? Because of and I think it would have done well if they had just left it alone and just made it instead of trying to virtue signal and putting all these little messages in there and stuff like that. You got to understand, Buzz Lightyear is for kids. It's for kids. Certain things, if a child wants to know, their parents will teach them. It is not up to these toy companies, these schools, or whatever, to teach children certain things, especially when it comes to sexual orientation. But I did like the Buzz Lightyear film. I did like the Buzz Lightyear film. So we are going to review some Buzz Lightyear action figures that I had purchased a while back, but I never got around to reviewing them. But I do like them, and I even have some spotlight class and everything like that. I have Buzz Lightyear, I have the whole trio, so on and so forth. I did do a Zerg bot on my YouTube channel. So yeah. So give me a second. I'm gonna grab these guys, and we are going to go into my my review. So give me a second. In the meantime, I'm gonna show you some nice fantasy art. The type of art that I love. I absolutely love fantasy art. Like sci-fi fantasy art, sword and sorcery fantasy art. I love it. So here we go. I'm gonna share some screens and See, I love art like this. Let me know. Let me see if you guys can see this. I love art like this. I love fantasy art like this. I'm always been a fan of big fantasy art. Coming up as a kid and everything like that, reading old books, old magazines that would be hanging around. You know what I mean? Like my uncles would have like fantasy books and sci-fi books and everything like that. My mother too. So yeah, I grew up loving this stuff, man. Like the pretty simplistic stories, but whether you know it or not, some of that artwork back then rivals anything of today. You know what I mean? Because some of them were like actual painters, Destination Moon. This is the stuff for the reason. I think maybe the main reason why I enjoyed the Buzz Lightyear figures, but they just took like a more modernized take on it. So we are going to bust open a few. Give me a second. I will bust open a few of these action figures, and you guys get to grade them. All right. I already have a few right now that I've already reviewed right here. I do like this Buzz Lightyear action figure right here. I like the designs and everything like that. And if you want to, whether you know it or not, you can pop these heads off. You can pop the heads off and pretty much like put like a G.I. Joe head on it or whatever the case may be. Like the body sculpts are perfect. Body sculpts are absolutely perfect. Let me turn on this other light because I remember last time that's how I got things to go right. Yeah, the body sculpts are perfect and everything. I love the numbers and deco and everything on them. But he looks good. He looks real good. And I also like this one as well. This is him in his pretty much modernized suit right here. And yeah, what I like is that these figures, they're not cheap feeling. They're thick and everything like that. And yes, I do like Buzz Lightyear. I do like Toy Story. So we are going to bust open a couple of these figures. Let me see. All right, I think I'm going to do the biggest one first. Let me know if you guys can hear my voice out there. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, I'm just sharing this to a couple of people. That's it. Hey, Dragonite, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. Where you been? 66 Dragonite, what's going on? All right, so I had to pull that camera up. He said Thalma. He said Thalma Wills. We are going to open up. First off, we're going to do this. I think he is 18 inches long. Yes, I did like the Buzz Lightyear movie. I liked it very much. Although I did not like the virtue signal and everything. The CGI and everything that went on in that film was superb, in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. I'm a big fan of Toy Story, big fan of Buzz Lightyear. So therefore, I had to get the action figures, especially when I saw they were making like, what do you call them? Like fully detailed articulate action figures right here. And we have the Alpha Class Zurg right here, over here on the box. And this guy has to be like, I think he's around about like 12 or 13 or 15 inches tall. And he's heavy too. This is the Alpha Class. This is Zurg right here. It comes in a window display box, as you can see right there. If you have not watched the Buzz Lightyear movie, and yes, I know it came out in 2022. I know it's old, but I did enjoy the graphics of that movie. I love the spacesuit designs and everything. It goes to show that you can make a masterpiece, and you can include one thing that will just ruin the film completely. And today I am wearing my Cowboy Bebop shirt, just in case you're wondering which one. It has Spike Spiegel on there, right there, up at the on the shirt. And over here it says Buzz Lightyear at the bottom. Warning, attention, legal mumbo jumbo, and barcode on the side right there. Nice image of Zurg on the box right here. Alpha Class. Alpha Class is pretty much like 6 to 7 inches that they offer. And over here it says Disney's Pixar Lightyear Zurg right there on the side. On the back it says Disney's Lightyear. And it says the Alpha Class series celebrates the adventures of Buzz Lightyear and the Star Command crew. These collectible figures feature premium posability and film-accurate details to bring the epic journey to life. And yeah, there's Zurg right there. He looks like he's fully posable. You see, like, there are other items right here that you can, or like accessories that you can switch out, put on them. These are the other figures within the line that are the Alpha Class that I will be reviewing today. Right there. I didn't see these guys right here in their Alpha. So I'm gonna have to find these guys right there. And I'll possibly do another review. Hopefully you guys can see them. And you have Izzy. You have Buzz Lightyear. You have Mo Morrison and Derby. And yeah, they were in the film. It looks like Derby comes with a little monster and stuff like that. Now, to see, the thing is that I wish they would give them helmets. Hey Tina, what's going on, sweetie? Great to see you. Great to see you, Tina Burns. Yep, and that is it for the box right here. Where is my opening tool? Somebody keeps coming in here, taking my stuff out of here. Oh no, it's here. I apologize to whoever I was blaming. I apologize. And we are going to open this baby up right here. Where are we going to start at? Do I need to use it? Yeah, over here on the side. So this guy opens up onto the side right here. And here, damn, he's big. He's big and heavy. And yes, this is the size. This is actually movie accurate. One thing I am a stickler for is accuracy or scale. I can't have figures that are like 3 inches mixed in with 6 inches, or if they're supposed to represent a certain character, they have to be the same size character as I saw them either in the comic book or what the reference material originally was. Like, I can't have a Megatron action figure that's like 5 inches tall and then have like a Bumblebee action figure that's 7 inches tall. I can't do it. I won't put it in my collection. I'm a person of scale. I'm very, very meticulous when it comes to the figures I collect and height and weight and everything. Height means everything to me, and accuracy means everything to me. And the reason why you see me using this box cutter like this, because this is one of them sharp ones. Like, you can just like graze your hand across it and it will cut you to death. All right, I think I got him out. Okay, something else is holding him in. What is holding him in? Oh, it's at the bottom. There are some plugs at the bottom. So they're making sure you don't steal this shit. What about the people who bought it? Lift that up. And see, here's the thing. When I use full strength, sometimes I end up breaking these toys. So it's like, I'm scared to pull certain things because I don't want it to break. Okay. Oh yeah, and then he has his blaster. This thing is big. Look, this guy is really, really big. Zurg looks good though. I do like the design that does it up Zurg. Again, if you watch the film, look past the little virtue signaling nonsense that they had on there and enjoy it for what it is. But Zurg looks really, really good. And yeah, I did like the Lightyear movie. Minus the little virtue signaling stuff that they did, which is what killed the film. I don't care what nobody said. They'd be like, "Oh, it was good. People were enjoying it until a certain scene came up and people weren't digging it in." All right, so as usual, we go over the accessories first, and he comes with his blaster cannon right here. Pretty detailed, done in the flat gray. It has some nice paint apps on it and everything like that. And you see, there's a nook right there so that you can plug this into his arm. You can take his arm off from the forearm and plug this in. It didn't come with any blast effects or anything, but you see there's nice sculpting and detail all around this thing right here. Nice hose and everything of the sort. Done in a vinyl right there, and this is done in a nice hard plastic. Again, this figure is very big and it is very hard. I would say, if I have a tape measure on me, I would say he's more than 12 inches. He's more than 12 inches. And I like the design of him. I love the articulation on him. The detail on him is good. Could have done a little bit more line work with the piping and everything, but for the price point that they were asking for this figure, it's really not that bad. And again, I like the Lightyear film. I don't like it for the virtue signaling, but I do like it for the character designs, the CGI, and the toys that came out of it. But as you can see, he has very nice line work on him. I've seen people take this figure and turn it into a Cobra giant robot. If you remember the first episode of yeah, it's a nice figure. It's a very nice figure. That's what I'm saying. I don't have to like the toy. I don't have to like the media to like the toys. Me and myself, my imagination, like when I used to collect, as a kid, as I told you before, when I used to collect He-Man and stuff, I would always have my He-Man action figures cutting off arms, and on G.I. Joe, they're using guns. Sometimes I would have them switch up between lasers and guns and stuff like that. But I would be having my Cobras and Joes getting shot. You know what I mean? But yeah. Nice detail, nice line work, nice sculpting all along this robot. Love the mech kind of like mech design that they got going on the feet and legs right here. I do have a tape measure here somewhere. Give me a second and I'll measure this guy for you, okay? Hey, Dinner Geek, what's going on, brother? What is going on? I'm going to have somebody bring me a tape measure real quick. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah, we're doing a Lightyear Alpha Class Busted Open Marathon where we're basically going through the Buzz Lightyear action figures and stuff like that. And at the end, you guys of course, you guys always get the graded. Regardless of how I feel about the action figure, you guys always get the graded in the end. So, I will get a tape measure in a few. I'm going to send a message. Grab me a tape measure real quick. When's that? Oh yeah, how is the new Call of Duty? I've never been a Call of Duty fan. The only time I would play Call of Duty is when my friends would beg me to play it with them, but I've never been a Call of Duty fan. I'm not a big fan of FPSs anyway. I like to see my character. Even though I play them a lot, like RoboCop that I'm playing right now is an FPS, but I'm not a big fan of FPS at all. I just feel as though they're lazy. They don't go into character design or anything like that. They just pretty much put show you a bunch of background in the hand like that. I want to see more than that. Now, Doom, there are some FPSs I will play religiously. I love Doom because that's what it originally was. I love Doom. I love what's the name of that? Left 4 Dead, the Left 4 Dead series. I love RoboCop as of now. It's a few FPSs that I will play. Oh, Wolfenstein. I love Wolfenstein. I will play that, but as a whole, I'm not. What's the name? Okay, this figure is actually very, very nice. As you can see, there's detail in the head and everything. And I think he really wasn't that much. I think I paid like what, 25, 30 bucks for him. But you had to order him off the Disney site. And Zurg looks good. This is the right height along with the Alpha class figures that Zurg should be, because Zurg was very big in the film. You know what I mean? Now there were some Zurg bots, like the little yellow ones, and they fit in right in tandem of the size that they should be up against Zurg. But yeah, I really, really like this robot right here. I mean, yeah, again, the toy designs that Mattel did for Disney were very, very good. It's not bad. Open combat missions are fun, but it's still called... Exactly. It's the same thing over and over again. It's just like with certain sports games. All video games mimic each other regardless, but it's just the same thing over and over again. You know what I'm saying? He said, you got to get into Cyberpunk, really immersive. I have it because you get, ladies and gentlemen, OG Dick Richards was the one who gave me Cyberpunk. I haven't played it yet, but I'm going to dig deep into it because I saw there was a mod to play it in third person. And I understand it's in first person, but see, for me too, another thing too, I don't just like running around doing stuff. I like to have missions. I don't just like just like, yeah, don't get me wrong. I do like free roam, but I like to have missions. I don't just like run around doing shit. I need to I feel like I'm wasting my time. Hey, Mouse Type, how are you? Great to have you aboard. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this was donated. I think this was given to me from Mouse Type. She is a longtime supporter of Tough Nerd Toys, and she is a collector, but won't show her face or let people know that she collects because she's a little embarrassed. That's why she goes by the name of Mouse Type. But no problem at all. No problem at all. But see, like, look, even if you look on the back, I like the mech design of this. Yeah, I love the mech design. You can see like they structured the spinal column in the back right here. You see all sorts of like symbols and deco and warning hazards and everything like that. And yes, he does have some pegs on the bottom. This guy is pretty big. I would say he's about like 18 inches, maybe like 18 inches. He's a big guy. And he's rather heavy too. And the joints are very stiff on him. Head can go all the way around. It's on a ball peg. As you can see, face sculpt is good right here. Now the arm can only go up so far because of the construction and the engineering of the shoulders and the chest plate right here. But there's a lot of articulation. Does he have a bicep swivel? No, he does not have a bicep swivel, but he does have a single hinged elbow. You have some pivoting and twisting in the hands that can pivot up and down. Fingers are done in a pretty much a soft, like a hard vinyl, or a hard, like a soft plastic. So it is pretty malleable if you want to move it around. Then you have the hinge, same thing on this side. Leg split is really, really good on this guy. And I like the way that they hit the joint by giving it a joint, in a sculpted joint, to look as though it's one of his servos or anything. So everything on him hides really well for him to be a robot action figure. Double hinge knee, as you can see right there. Nice big feet. Again, I like my figures with big feet. I don't like them with small feet. And yes, this guy's coming in at about, let me look him up real quick, because they didn't tell you on the box how tall he was. Let's see, Zurg Alpha Class. Let's see how big Zurg Alpha Class is. How tall is Zurg Alpha Class figure from Disney? They're showing me prices. Okay, he's 13 to 14 inches tall. They're saying he's 13 to 14 inches tall. Good robot toy regardless. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like with me, whenever I would grab it, like what was that I used to collect as a kid, and a lot of kids didn't like it. For some reason, when I was coming up, a lot of the kids in my neighborhood, they didn't like Centurions. Me myself, I love Centurions. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually going to possibly pick up the what do you call? Pick up the what's the name? The ones made by Ramen Toys until somebody grabs the license, and I'll sell those off, whatever the case may be. And this, yeah, this figure's design is very nice, and he stands up very, very well. I had no problems, look, sitting him down, popping him up, and he's very solid. And he does have a waist twist as well. You got a side rocker, and he has a diaphragm that you like, Kenny, right here. Look, it is a nice figure, very nice figure. And this was actually slated for children, but I mean, like, it is well, this one I got from the website. The website sells the Spotlight series, and the Spotlight series are pretty much like the more upper echelon versions of the toys that they have on the shelf, but I do like it. I do like it a whole lot. I would actually put like I would actually put a cape on him, you know what I'm saying, to give him a little bit of like whatever. Now let's see how it switches out this arm. Arm comes off very easily. Can put this one on, and boom, you have him with the cannon right here. And this looks really, really good on him. This looks really good. Now, of course, you know, I would take a paintbrush to this, give it a little bit of wash, give it a little bit of brush on it and everything like that to get the effect of him looking more menacing as he did in the movie. But out of the box, this thing looks really, really good. And he's coming in at 14 inches tall. He is 14 inches tall. And compared to the Buzz Lightyear 7-inch line, this is a 7-inch figure. This shows you how big he is. And he looks really, really good. And yes, I do like the Buzz Lightyear movie. I did like it for the aesthetics of that film. The aesthetics and the storyline, until they had that one little part in there, I absolutely love it. Oh, thank you. Mouse Type says, not embarrassed. I rock Mickey Mouse hard. That's what's up. That's right. Wear your flag proud, bro. I rock my action figures. Any woman I ever dated knew that they're going to have to deal with action figures, man. It is what it is. At Mouse, that's all. Love seeing passionate people. Me too. At this age, what you got to hide for? What are you worried about people saying what you collect? You ain't like you getting high. You ain't doing drugs. You ain't getting high. You out there busting people in the head. At the name, love your shades. Remind me of the 70s. Of course. Of course. I'm a big 70s, 80s guy. I dress very 70s stylish in a way. But if you ever see me in public, you just expect. Now, I'm not going to be like with no polyester and bright colors and stuff, but I do like boot cut jeans. I like, nice fitting shirts and stuff like that, Mouse Tie says, I've loved Mickey Mouse all my life, and yes, I collect, but Nerd collects way more than I, and I'll support him in any way I can. Thank you so much, Mouse Type. That is so sweet. That is so sweet. And yes, I did see Mouse Type's collection before. She has a very extensive, like, she's nuts with Mickey Mouse. She don't like, from what I understand, she don't like, I mean, she'll deal with her, but she don't like Minnie Mouse that much, but she fucks with Mickey heavy. I've seen her with Mickey glasses, Mickey mugs, Mickey robes, Mickey slippers. Yeah. And yeah, like, you should have a hobby. You should have a hobby. Hey, Mika, what's going on? This is Zurg from the Buzz Lightyear movie. Me, myself, and I mean, like, the detail and sculpting on him is just absolutely phenomenal. I think they did a great job with this guy right here. And imagine if you took a brush to him, like, added some more, some line work or whatever, put a little brush and wash on him and everything. He would be phenomenal. Me, myself, 1 out of 5 nerd pins, my score. And again, you guys get the last score. My score, I give him a 4.4. No, I give him a 5. I like him because you can, like, think about it. Even if you're not into Buzz Lightyear or anything, you could use this figure to terrorize other figures within your line or create storyboards or whatever the case may be with the body alone, because the head is on a peg. All right, I don't want to break it, but the head is on a ball joint. You can take it off. Look under there. You can take it off. And I've seen people customize this figure. I've seen wonderful customs done with this figure. Actually, I've seen people do this with the G.I. Joe Classifieds and put, like, have the sculpt Cobra head and remade the whole figure. This is a beautiful figure. I would give this one a 5. Hands down. Hands down. This one gets a 5. Hands down. I am loving this figure right here. Mouse Type gives it a 4. Mouse Type says, Lady Pink. Mouse Type says, no Minnie, please. Why don't you like Minnie? Just picked up a Mickey robe for $180. I hear you. I hear you. And a lot of people will look at it as being stupid or you're spending money on stupid shit. But like, think about what you buy. Most of those people that judge that whatever you're into as a hobby, or what you like to, entertain yourself with, look at their forms of entertainment. Sometimes they be drunks, they be people that get high, they be people doing this, doing that, wasting their money on go-go bars and all that other stuff. No, I do it all. I do it all. I don't drink, I don't get high, but I do go to go-go bars every now and then. I hang out, drive motorcycles. I don't ride them like I used to, but I like fast cars and all that other stuff, Yes, I do. Ladies and gentlemen, this Spike Spiegel shirt was given to me by Nika, and I'm a very big fan of Cowboy Bebop. I told you, Nika, I'll be wearing the shirt you give me. Hold on. Let me show you. It says Spike Spiegel. Then Mac line. See? Nika got me this. Actually, Minnie Mouse is with the original, what's the name? Yes, I do. Okay. Nika says, hey, Mouse. Mouse type says 4. Some no oil in the recess would really make the lines. Exactly. Nika says 4. Jenna Geek says 5. Shamika says, you have the Spike shirt. Absolutely. Thank you very much, baby. Mouse type says, I guess I just prefer the original. Cowboy B, absolutely. Although the movie didn't really tie in with the series, some of the movie that came out, they really didn't tie in, but you get that with anime. Sometimes the movies have nothing to do. They have absolutely nothing to do with the anime series or the anime that you were accustomed to watching, But yeah, I'm a big anime fan too. But yeah, Zerg for me gets a. All right, we got one more minute. Before the votes come in. She said she is made from his bread. But yeah, Minnie's always been around. Minnie Mouse has always been around. Minnie Mouse has always been around. And yes, I'm unfortunate to say, I think the reason why I like the Buzz Lightyear movie, and a lot of people didn't even give it a chance because of the bad reviews that it had gotten. But I think the reason why I enjoyed the Buzz Lightyear film was because I like the character designs. The character designs were absolutely phenomenal. They were beautiful. You got to watch the film. Take out that little part with Izzy Hawthorne. You understand what I'm saying? And watch it. Yeah, see, a lot of people didn't even bother to watch it, and it was actually good. But that one part that everybody heard of, because a lot of people are getting tired of having things shoved down their throat, they didn't. Yeah, see, a lot of people didn't even watch it, and it was actually good, but it was just that one part because it was a kid's film. Because when I went to the movies to see it, where I went to go see it at, they didn't. The parents was like, oh, and they got up and left. I was like, oh shit. That's when I knew. He says I can't. It's bandworm. You stupid, kitty. Just because you change its area on your VPN doesn't mean you live there. Yeah, I understand. And it ruined the film. I think the storytelling could have been great. It was only one thing that ruined that movie. And one thing, and that's what made it fail. A lot of people were walking out the movie theater when I saw it. Me, myself, I couldn't get over the beautiful design. I love that they finally gave Buzz Lightyear a storyline, so on and so forth. But yeah, this figure is absolutely beautiful right here. And again, this was given to me by Mouse Type. Mouse Type, thank you very much. And thank you very much, Mika, for the beautiful Cowboy Bebop Spike Spiegel shirt. I was wondering if you were going to notice that it was a shirt that you got me. Thank you very much. And yeah, so this figure right here, last minute. What score do you give this, Kenny? You gotta get this figure score. 1 to 4 nerd pins, 1 to 5 nerd pins, 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. What's the score? What do you rate this figure? Now, mind you, he is 14 inches tall. I like the sleek design that he has going on. You know, the big top, the little waist and everything like that. Nice big feet. Side profile looks really good. Nice big shoulders. The back looks really good and everything. 5, yeah. So let me see. We got a 4. We got a 4. We got a 5. We have Yeah, we got 2 5s. I gave it a 5. Who else? But no, Den a Geek, we gave it a 5. Hey, Den a Geek, let me know when you're playing, because I go to watch your stream and it'll say like that I don't see you streaming. You know, Den a Geek gave it a 5. I gave it a 5. OG Dick Rich gave it a 5. Mouse Type gave it a 4. Shamika gave it a 4. And that was it. So I will say this figure gets a 4.5. This figure gets a 4.8. 4.8. Because we got 2 4s and 3 5s. Which should dominate, but I'm still gonna take, what's the name? So it gets a 4.8. 4.8. I think myself it should get a 5, but they had given this guy a 4.8. All right. So next up, and again, it's sad that these toy companies are doing bad due to bad media associated with it. As I tried to tell a friend of mine before, he was like, "Oh, it did bad because people are hateful." I was like, "No, it did bad because it was garbage. It was garbage." So next up, we are going to do, which is another one from their website, from Disney's website. And no, I'm not shilling for Disney or anything like that. They don't pay me. They don't know what I'm buying or whatever. They don't even know I exist. Right here. This was the Buzz Lightyear Pixar Spotlight series. Fully posable, 7 inches, tons of accessories and everything. This was their Spotlight series right here. Over here, you see like the nice and beautiful window box, beautiful box art of Buzz Lightyear. Pixar Story series by Mattel. Over here, you see the Pixar Spotlight series right there. Over on the side, you have some, the Pixar Spotlight series shines a light on the iconic characters created by the artists and storytellers at Pixar through incredible details inside and out, from the ultra posable figure to the special creators' insights and beyond. And this one was pretty much by Angus McLean. I think I will purchase another one because I do like the box and everything of this. Not just because I think it's known, but this would look good up on my shelf, just as this right here. You have the Pixar up at the top, 6+ over here. Up at the top, you have a nice cutout of a moon, or pretty much a planet with the star command right there, symbol. Pixar's Spotlight series right there. Card in the box. It's been in storage for a while, and you have beautiful items and box art. No, well, not box art, but you have product images on the back that look really good. You see Buzz Lightyear at the bottom, the Star Command starship, made in China, Mattel, more legal mumbo jumbo right here with the stand, with the flight pack and everything right here. This is a nice figure. I had to get this figure when I saw it. Now, this box art I absolutely love of Buzz Lightyear right here. I think it looks beautiful. It is number 7 within the line. But I do like this box art right here. I actually would like to get like a 10 or maybe frame a picture of this box art, because I do like Buzz Lightyear. Crescent Moon, yep. Yeah, it has a nice window box, right? I can tell who said that by your impression. Exactly. You already know. Oh, because people are hateful. No, they're not hateful. People are tired of having stuff shoved down their throat. You get into these films and you take your kids to these films, and we go to these films, especially like pop culture and sci-fi enthusiasts like ourselves. We go to these films to pretty much as a form of escapism. We don't need everyday life shoved down our throats while we up there trying to enjoy a film or trying to escape from. When I read comic books, when I collect action figures, when I'm playing video games, I don't want anybody telling me about life or what I should be doing. Hey, Brian, what's going on? This is my Buzz Lightyear figure right here. You like it? This one is a Spotlight series. He was pretty expensive when I went after him. I don't know how much he's going for now, but again, because I enjoyed the Lightyear film, for the aesthetics and the designs and the CGI and some of the story, minus the nonsense that they injected into it for no apparent reason. And to tell you that point, if you have saw Lightyear, to tell you that was just thrown in there, it was that it didn't even fit the scene from where Buzz Lightyear was coming from. It went from him doing this to like, oh yeah, this is that, like, okay, we didn't even ask that. Like, he was at her apartment trying to just like figure things out, and then like she was like, oh yeah, this, that, and the other, blah, blah. He was like, and that's when parents started walking out the movie theater. When I went to go see it, yes, I went to the movies to go see Lightyear. I've been wanting to see Lightyear. I have averaged, like, I was putting it up on my Facebook page because I'm a big Toy Story fan. I love Toy Story. Um, and that is it for the box. I definitely have to get another one of these because this is just beautiful. I don't want to throw the box away, but once I take my figures out, that is it. That is the barcode at the bottom, Lego Mumbo Jumbo, going there with the question mark. Now, let's open this guy up. Man, I'm going to miss. Now, this is one box I'm going to miss. Now, what I will do with some of the boxes is like the NECA boxes, right? I collect the Friday the 13th and the Movie Maniac figures and everything like that. If I start bleeding or I get cut on camera, this stream will end. Okay? Because a family member gave me one of the sharpest knives or box cutters I've ever seen in my life. I laid this shit next to a rock and it cut it. Okay. All right. So we have the box open. And it is a beautiful, beautiful box. Beautiful window display box. I'm going to miss this box. More than likely, I will look for another Buzz Lightyear Spotlight series just to have on my shelf because it is very, very beautiful. I am loving this. So outside of the box, inside the box, it comes with loaded, and I mean loaded with accessories. Hold up. Let me make sure I don't break this pulling it out or lose any pieces. Already, I like the fact that they have a multitude of different head sculpts for him. Put that over there. And here is the Star Command symbol right there that comes inside as a backdrop. And boy, oh boy, he has a lot of accessories. We got a multitude of hands here. Socks is with him, which was pretty much his android confidant and cat and robotic cat. Just want to make sure I pull them out. So give me a second. Oh, wow. It looks like they did the helmet. Yes, yes. This is perfect. Wait till you guys see this. You're going to like it. They did this real nice. And if you're a grown man or woman that's worried about what people will think when you are, you know, showing your hobby off that you may think is childish or whatever, any person that won't support you in something that you're doing positive, you're not killing people out there, you're not hurting people, you know, whatever the case may be, and they try to shame or embarrass you because you are into something that they're not, you don't need to be with them. You don't need to be with them. Plain and simple. I lift weights, I go out, I hang out, I go to work, you know, take care of bills, I take care of house. So yeah, I do whatever I want. I do what I want. And yeah, I will. There'll be times I'll answer the door and I'll have an action figure in my hand. I'll be like, what's up? There'll be times I was making business deals, had an action figure in my hand or on my desk. What's up? It's what it is. That's me. That's me. So I'm pulling out all of this stuff right here. Do not be ashamed to show people your hobby. If you can't show your hobbies around those people, or they can't accept you for the hobbies that you have, you don't need to have them. And see, a lot of times people understand, which is why some people get into trouble. They don't have hobbies. The reason why I keep myself occupied, because when I'm not occupied, I will get into trouble. So therefore, I found things to keep me entertained and busy. Hold on, let me find socks. I lost socks real quick. That's why I take my time opening up these packages and everything like that. Okay, so let's get all this stuff lined up because we got a lot to review here. All right. All right, so we have it comes with this nice flight stand right here. You can peg this into here so that you can get Buzz Lightyear in his flight position. Transparent flight stand, as you can see right here. This is the clip that goes through it. I love the community. Yeah, exactly. OG Dick Richard said, too old and tired to feel shame. Exactly. I've never been like that. Anybody that's ever dated me, they'll tell you that they always collected action figures. It's whatever. I don't care. Because see, like, while they're shaming you about what you're into, they'll be doing something just as worse. Or not, or they don't have anything at all. Or they don't have any hobbies at all. They don't know what to do with their life to entertain themselves. So they either start drinking, doing drugs, doing old fuck shit out there, everything. Dinner Geek says, I love the community I found with you and others. Very welcoming and gives me ideas on what I'll pick up on and/or custom. There you go. There you go. Whether I'm playing video games or reviewing action figures, use me as a template or a guideline, whether you want it or not. Whether you want it or not. Whether I like it or not, whatever the case may be. Use me as a guideline. That's why I play a lot of video games early, so you can decide whether you want them or not. Ladies and gentlemen, not I digress, but if you want a good Souls type game, which is better than Lords of the Fallen, play The Lies of P. Pure fucking masterpiece, I tell you. Pure masterpiece. Okay, so you have this base right here. You know, flight stand, pretty much. If you're an action figure collector, you know that you plug this right in just thus so. Now this one, once I plug it in, that's going to be it. I'm not going to be able to take it out. So I'm going to plug it in right now. Well, you know what? Because look, it has this hole that locks this in. So I won't be able to pull this out again. If I do, it's going to be like a problem. But I want to at least show you how he looks on the base right here. Nice plastic base, solid hard plastic, and you can see the crescent moon and star symbol right there. Then you have these beautiful, I mean absolutely beautiful head sculpts of Buzz Lightyear right here. This is one of Buzz Lightyear's head, and I think they did. Mattel does a great job when it comes to their head sculpts. So does G.I. Joe, but so does G.I. Joe Classified, but they be doing some weird shit. Sometimes they'll do a perfect one, and other times they'll do a weird one. Now, there's not that much wash in the hair, but he looks really, really good. He is movie accurate. Oh yeah, Liza P was amazing. Absolutely phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. Hard as fuck, but phenomenal game, as with most Souls types. And his face sculpt looks really, really good on Buzz Lightyear. We block the light, so you guys can see. Nice hairline, everything looks real, real good. Has a dimple in his chin, just as Buzz Lightyear should. And you see eyes are nice and even. Then you have his other, which is the one I absolutely love right here. I might buy a couple more of these to replace the heads on the other ones right here. This is Buzz Lightyear in his Star Command cowl right there. And again, you see like the little nodes on the side of his head right there, which pretty much, again, harkens back to 1960s, 1940s, 50s, and 60s sci-fi. You got some line work right there. And again, the face sculpt is absolutely beautiful. I think they did a great job on this. That is Buzz Lightyear, but with a more modernized, mature look. Then we have these alternate hands right here. You have 2 pointing hands right here. Nice paint work on it. The paint apps are very good and even on here, if you can see. Peg on the bottom. You can get them. You can plug those in. You have these other 2 hands right here. Because I can't wait to get to this figure. You guys got to see the figure. The figure is nice. You have the other hands right here, and they look really, really, really good. Nice even paint apps, everything on here. Again, no wash or anything, but you can see there's some sculpting inside as well. Inside the glove as well. And that is with the other hands as well. Those are the 4 hands. Then we have his wrist blaster. Now, I don't know why they had a tie around his how they haven't made it clasp around his wrist instead of just putting like a peg on the top so that you can just peg it in. But this is his wrist blaster from the movie right here, and it looks really, really good right there. Got some paint apps going on right there. MJ from Spider-Man head. They gave that same wrist blaster to this one. This Buzz Lightyear figure right here. This is not the one I just opened, but this was the one that I initially got first. This is with him with Socks Cat Carrier, and Socks is in the inside of there right there. And again, I like the design and sculpting that they put on this figure. It looks very, very good. But out of the 2, I really like this one the most. This is the one I favor the most right here. I really like this look right here. Now, I would give him different weapons and stuff like that, you know. But again, I like the sculpt and the head design on it and everything. This was Buzz Lightyear when he was going on flight training, when he was pretty much testing out the flights of time travel. Mouse Type said, clothes, cars, shoes, sheets, blankets, figures, everything. If I want it and I can find a way to pay for it, I get it. Think what you want. I love Mickey. There you go. There you go. That's how you got to think. You got to understand. I came up in the time. See, like a lot of people into this stuff now, But when I was into it, I was being called all sorts of nerds, weirdos, and stuff like that. A lot of them wouldn't say it to my face, but they were like, "Oh, you still playing with toys?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can fight too. Yeah, I'm a bouncer too. Yeah, I do this, that, and the other too. Yeah, I think your girl like me too. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I drive motorcycles too. Yeah, I play guitar too. All that stuff. The list goes on. I hang out at bars too. So what are you saying? Well, I don't understand. What are you saying? But he said MJ Spider-Man hit. Oh boy, we'll get on that before we leave. We're going to talk about that Spider-Man game and how Insomniac is just like went off the rails with this, and they literally messed up a good game with just those. Like, you don't have to put that stuff in. You don't. Okay, then over here we have Socks, which is pretty much like his confidant and pet and assistant. And you can see he comes with some articulation right there. He has some in the waist, he has some in the legs and everything like that. The head does turn, as you can see, and Socks is looking real good right here. He even has a little pendant sculpted in on his chest. Eyes are done nice and even, ears are nice and everything like that. And the tail, the tail has articulation. Yep. There's articulation in the tail as well. Pardon my big fingers. I'm just smothering this figure, but it is nice paint apps all the way around. And yes, it has the diaphragm as well. It has the diaphragm as well. It is very nice. Then over here, you have this nice, I think this is a great, and I mean wonderful addition for Buzz Lightyear. You have his jetpack. And you can see there's great line work. You got hazard symbols on it and everything. The painting and line work is very even. The paint apps are very nice. The sculpting is very nice. And yes, the wings do fold down as well, so you can get like a backpack effect going on with him. And you press the button right here in the middle and they eject. But the sculpting is done very well. Very well. Most action figure collectors, you know why they collect? They collect for the detail and sculpt. This is like having their comic book figure, or like a figure or a character that they enjoyed as a child or as an adult, that they're able to really look at it and like witness it. Most people who collect action figures, they love art, they love comics, so on and so forth. So with me, most of my action figures, I may pose them and just stare at them, or I'll look at them and like I'll look at them in 360 directions for like a good hour or so. You know, and yes, I do practice jujitsu. I haven't been there, you know, within like a couple, I would say like a year, but I still practice jujitsu, you know. So I mean, like, it's whatever you say, you know. Then look, if you look over here, there's one green light, there's one red light. They gave it good paint apps. Good paint apps. Is that? No, that's paint. Because I was thinking that maybe it was the translucent red that they had put on here, but it's not. The sculpting on here looks really good. Jetpack looks really good for Buzz Lightyear. Again, if you haven't watched it, like, minus that one part, that watch the film. Watch the film. It's old now, you know. It's old now, whatever the case may be. You can find it everywhere. It's on Disney Plus and everything like that, or you could just find it many different ways to get to watch it. But it was a good film. But it was just that one thing that messed it up. But the line work and the wings look really good. Great sculpting all along there. Yeah, he said, I got called nerd, geek, whatever. It's badge of honor for me now. Age of geek. Absolutely. Now everybody has to and see that's the, you know, I'm gonna digress a little bit on that, because now everybody's a comic book aficionado. Everybody knows about this, everybody knows about that. No, you don't. You got Google right in front of you and you're still getting it wrong. You know what I'm saying? You can bring every character that I have up there, I can tell you a history on. Every character that I collect, or whatever the case may be, I can tell you a history on. Why? Because I immersed myself in it. Y'all just got into it. I've been doing it. A lot of people, they'll watch a Marvel movie. Oh, I know that wasn't. No, you don't. That's not how Venom was created. No, that's not how such and such. No, it's not. Oh, well, the movie is just pretty much a watered down representation of the source material. It is not the source material. It's not. They watch a movie, they never read the books, they never read any comic books or anything like that. They know nothing about the lore or anything like that. And they'd be like, oh, well, this happened. That's not how it got like that. Now, well, the movie came and went. Those books are pretty much what established that character, what made that character. So yes, they are the guideline. That's like giving Captain America a crossbow instead of a shield. You know, it is what it is. He said, my fave, yeah, but I can choke you out too. Exactly. When I was in the infantry reserves, a guy called me a nerd and my sergeant chimed in. He's a geek with combat skills. There you go. There you go. And see, a lot of people get it messed up because they figure because you like collecting action figures and playing with this and this, that, and the other, that you are either the person to be messed with or joked with or like, you know, I don't know. You know? Yeah, nice articulation on the cat. I'm telling you, they do great jobs. It's just that the media that they have going along with this stuff, it's trash. He says, I'll watch the movie tonight. Watch it. It's going to be one part when he meets up with Izzy Hawthorne. You'll see why everybody walked out the movie. That's when everybody, when I was in the movie theater, walked out. Me, myself, I still collected the toys. I still enjoyed it. I looked over that, but some people are tired of it. They don't want to go through that anymore. You know, they are sick and tired of having things forced down their throat, forced upon them, you know, that are how can I put it? That aren't in accordance to their beliefs or whatever. You can't if you ever want your series to fail or you want things to go awry, start messing with people's children or start trying to influence stuff through children, influence children through your product. A lot of people, the majority of people are not going to tolerate it. They're not. So finally, we get up to this beauty right here. He is coming in at 7 inches and it looks like, boy, oh boy, they done it. They done it, boy. You got to see this. Again, the joints are very okay. Hold on. All right. Okay. Here we go. I like this figure for the simple fact of this right here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now, as you can see, there are pegs. You know, you can fit the peg holes in the back right here. A lot of line work, a lot of sculpting and paint going on. You got some nice paint apps going on back there. O2 Lightyear, you can see like some warning hazards and all the lights and everything sculpted in. You got some pipe work going on right there. You got the deco on the side, Star Command on the side of his arm right there. And you can see like a Japanese biohazard or Japanese hazard symbol right there. This looks really, really nice. And you have the other one over here, which looks really, really good. Great deco all over this guy. Now the paint is a little muddled along the green over on this side, but it's really not anything that's like a deal breaker in my opinion. He looks really good. Nice sculpting along the legs. Everything looks good. I like the way his suit looks like armor plating. His midsection has like the diaphragm right there that I like, and his abdomen area has like pretty much plated armor on it. Deco along in the waist. Nice paint going on along this figure right here. Now it's very easy. Yeah, a beautiful detail on him. He has absolutely gorgeous, and I mean gorgeous detail on him. Give me 1 second. No buzz in Dubai, brother. No Buzz Lightyear in Dubai. He said no buzz in Dubai. Now, this figure is just absolutely amazing. I am loving this figure. Now, I just had to pop a little bit of glue on him, right? Just had to pop a little bit of glue on him because I saw a minor separation happening at the back of the leg right there. You understand what I'm saying? Now, it is too late for me to send him back or anything like that. But if I get another one, I'm going to switch him out, and that person, the company's going to get that guy. But I just did a little glue on the back of his leg right here because there was a tiny bit of separation. I guess from him sitting so long, or maybe it was a manufacturer's defect. And no, when these companies fuck up, I hit them. I tell you, I want you to see these figures right out the box, which is the reason why a lot of companies, well, like at one time, I used to get stuff donated to me from certain toy companies, but then when they saw I was the type that wouldn't just like go along with it or whatever, that stuff came to a halt. So you know, it is real nice. But this helmet effect right here, I absolutely love that. It's little stuff like this that can make the difference between a toy being a flop or being good. And this is the Spotlight series right here. This is beautiful. I bought this off the Disney website. It is absolutely gorgeous. You can see like there's paint down to the shoes and down to his boots and everything. I like the design of this of the suit. It's like a mech suit. You know, you can tell like some Japanese or Asian entertainers or whatever, or Asian artists had something to do with this Buzz Lightyear design right here. They did a great job. Great deco of his Star Command emblem in the middle of his chest. You see his 3 medals, the pretty much the cap or like the lock on his chest guard right here. But now that they could have done a little bit better, but it's not that bad. But I love everything about this figure. The plating, the design was very, very, very good. Okay, got a little bit of that off. There we go. But yeah, he looks really, really nice. I'm really liking this guy. They did a great job on Buzz Lightyear. Nice articulation and everything like that. I think they did a good job on Buzz Lightyear. It looks really, really good. And again, I'm sorry for starting up so late. I had a rough night last night. I had to straighten out a couple of things and stuff like that. I was a little bit worried about something that was going on, but it turned out okay. You know? But yeah, this is a good looking figure, man. And again, the joints are nice and stiff and everything like that on this guy. He does, on his arms, he does have a ball joint right there. No butterfly joints, bicep swivel, double hinge elbow right there. Twisted in the wrist. He has a lot of rotation and angle going on. He has some nice pivoting in the waist, as you can see. Nice leg split, as you can see. Double hinge knee. And the plating in the knee pad makes it looks like, you know, hides the joints very, very good, which is really, really good. Again, if you have not seen Buzz Lightyear, if you have not seen Lightyear, I know it's an old film, but I during the time that it came out, I was loving these figures. The figures are still nice, in my opinion. It's been a year now, and they still hold up really, really, really well. They look really good. Buzz Lightyear looks real good right here. And again, I do like this feature right here that you can bring the helmet down. Now, you know we got to make him look like, now, how would I don't want to break this, but I do want to swap out the head. Okay, I want to swap out the head so I can give him the head he's supposed to have when he is in his when he's with Star Command right there. Let's hope I don't break this. All right. Am I supposed to take this off? Because I want to swap out the head. I want to put this head on him. You know, the flight head that he has with the Buzz Lightyear uniform, so I can have him in his full deco. I don't know. I know they wouldn't have this on here unless it was able to be taken off. But let's see. Okay, I got one part off. All right. I think I got it. But I have to remember it. Look, 2 separate helmet pieces right here. Again, done in a nice clear plastic right there. Let me keep it just like this so that I don't lose it. Let's pop this head off. All right, we put the regular Buzz Lightyear head off right here. And we are putting on the Star Command head on top of Buzz Lightyear. And man, oh man. Man, oh man. This is Buzz Lightyear right here, boy. Let me fully accessorize him. Let me put his blaster on, his wrist blaster on. Pull that hand off. Put that on right there. Let's give him a pointing finger, right? Let's give him a pointing finger. Plug that in. All right, there we go. We got that in. Oh man, this looks good. I don't care what nobody say. These figures went under the radar. They killed their own brand just with woke virtue signaling, man. These could have been nice. Because there was only one thing in that film that set everybody off. And when you watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, how do I put this back on? Wish me luck. Okay, I think it goes on the so. And that goes in there. No. That goes like that. I know after I mess with him. Okay, there we go. I think I got it back. There we go. Now, oh boy. You gotta wait till you see this shit, man. Look at this. And look, you know what we gotta do. You know what we gotta do. This looks really, really nice. Oh my goodness. Man, this thing looks nice, boy. You can say what you want. These Buzz Lightyear figures are nice. These are nice. Then, you know what? I'm gonna give him his laser knife because yeah, in the movie, he had a laser knife that he was cutting up aliens with. Again, it was a good movie. Yeah, I gotta cook him a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cook him a little bit, but yeah, the grips are tight. Let me see. There we go. Wait. There we go. Let me get him in a nice pose for you guys. And there you have Buzz Lightyear looking fresh to death, boy. Look at that. Look at that. And yes, you know you can get the flight stand going. And look, his flight piece fits on him real nice too. I'm gonna just plug it in. There we go. It's there permanently now. And yes, you can get him in the flight stand pose right here. You know what I'm saying? This is nice. This is real nice. They did a great job on this figure. Even minus the little small message of adhesive in the back of the leg. This is a good piece. This is a good piece right here. Very good piece. Totally digging this. Totally digging this. Hey Timmy, what's going on, brother? This is nice. This is really, really nice. And if you know anything about flight stands, you might have to sometimes tighten up the screws on one side or whatever. But they did a great job on this right here. Fully posable, 7 inches, great detail, great sculpt. Now, I have seen one by Tomashi Nations that literally craps on this one. Was it Tomashi Nations? I think it was. That's another independent company that like they do stuff and like, again, these toy companies, the reason why you're starting to see so much detail and articulation come up in these newer figures is because they're having a lot of competition now by independent companies out there that are literally taking their characters and doing them better. Transformers, all that other stuff. Okay, all right. So yeah, as you can see, this is the point where we grade the guy right here. It comes with a flight stand, tons of accessories, as you can see. Tons of accessories. Flight stand, tons of accessories right there. Different head sculpts, different heads and everything like that. I will be getting another Buzz Lightyear head to plug into this one right here. And yes, the Buzz Lightyear action figures from the movie are completely different from the Buzz Lightyear that you saw in Toy Story. I like the way that they gave it a more mature or gave him his own story, which is good. I did like it. I've always liked Buzz Lightyear. To infinity and beyond. And yeah, this was really, really nice. Really nice. Okay, so this is the point where we grade the figure, ladies and gentlemen. You know you get to grade the figure right here. Me, myself, I've given Buzz Lightyear a 5, a solid 5. A solid 5. Leave in the comments below. You got 2 minutes to comment. I give him a solid 5. I think this guy is beautiful. Any holes on the bottom? And yes, he does have holes and sculpting on the bottom. Look, look. I think he's a great figure. Absolutely beautiful. Now, I am going to have to cook him a little bit to loosen up and tighten up some stuff. Oh my God, this Buzz Lightyear is absolutely beautiful. He is coming in at 7 inches. 7 inches flight stand, backpack, the whole spiel. With the bubble helmet, as you can see right there. He's going to look good up on my shelf. Now you just tuned in, Diecast. Ladies and gentlemen, check out my man Diecast North. He's another action figure reviewer like myself, and he loves Transformers. Yeah, Brian, I give him a 5 too, baby. Look, Diecast. Look, you missed this guy too. This was Zurg. I reviewed him a little while ago, and I like him. 14 inches, bro. Solid, hard plastic. You got some hollow points, but solid, hard plastic. And he fits perfectly with fighting, what's his name? Buzz Lightyear fighting him, so on and so forth. Really good pieces, and they stand up very well. I haven't had any issue standing these figures up or anything like that. Yeah, they should do a Woody film, like in a more mature setting, like they did, yes, retractable wings, everything. Reiner gives Buzz Lightyear, Spotlight Series Buzz Lightyear, a 5. I give him a 5 as well. That's even with the little loose bit of adhesive that they had on the back. Yes, whoa, retractable wings, and they pop back out, my friend, via the button right here. Yep. And you can get some blast effects to plug right in the bottom of here. I saw places that had blast effects and stuff like that. But this guy is absolutely beautiful. Den of Geeks, they should do Woody in that style. I see him as an older sheriff. Absolutely. Because you have to understand, all of those Toy Story characters were based off of either characters or like whatever the case may be. And Buzz Lightyear was a TV show or a character from the future, so on and so forth. I absolutely love this. I love the movie. It was just that it was a few too many virtual signaling things in there that pretty much led to the demise of the film not doing well. Okay. Next up, we are going to do... Yeah, I like him. I love Buzz Lightyear, and I love Woody too. Again, a lot of people didn't even bother to go see the Lightyear film. And it was actually good, but because of what they were doing in that film, they what's the name? They didn't do well. And I loved it. I loved it. The designs, the graphics, the storyline was great. It was just when they stuck in that nonsense. Like I told you before, if you're just tuning in, when I went to go see the movie, because I'm a big Buzz Lightyear fan, I'm a big Toy Story fan. When I went to go see the movie, once parents saw that there was a certain thing that they showed up on the screen, they were like, oh, let's go. We're not having this. I was like, oh boy. And that's when I was like, well, and that's that. By the time I finished, I would say the movie theater had at least like maybe like 30, 35 people in it. When that scene came up, that 35 turned into like 15, 10 people. People just started walking out. I was like, wow. I was like, well, that's that. You can't call it hate or anger. Some people don't want their kids being exposed to certain things. It's not your right to push things on children. As they get older, they will learn. And it's up to the parent to teach them what they want their child to learn. It is not up to you. All right. So next up, we have Disney's Pixar's Buzz Lightyear Alpha class. We have Izzy Hawthorne, which is the daughter of Dizzy Hawthorne, and Darby Steele. Darby Steele was an inmate. All of these, well, Darby Steele was an ex-inmate who kept getting locked up. And Izzy Hawthorne was like a freedom fighter. Which one? Whoever mentions it first, that's who I will review. Me too. You gotta watch Lightyear. Lightyear, minus that one thing, Lightyear was actually really, really good. I enjoyed it. So which one do you want me to review? Darby or Izzy? Whoever mentions it first, mentions the name first, will puts in the name of any one of those two characters, I will review them. Do you want Izzy Hawthorne? Izzy Hawthorne. Okay, so we're gonna do Izzy. Izzy Hawthorne is the daughter to Alyssa Hawthorne in the movie. By the time Izzy comes around, her mother is long gone, you know, and things have changed. Just a lot of things have changed. You know what I mean? Now you have to understand, Buzz Lightyear, and I'm not going to divulge too much to you, but it's an old movie. Like, you guys should have thought about that. Buzz Lightyear pretty much had mastered to time travel, but each time he time traveled, he was losing some of his friends and everything like that, because the reason why he got the name Lightyear, because he was managing to travel light years into space, traversing time, dimensional portals, everything. But yeah, this is Alyssa Hawthorne's daughter. Alyssa Hawthorne was the best friend of Buzz Lightyear, but by the time he came back, the world was completely different. By the time Buzz Lightyear came back, the world was completely different. And he thought, because of the similarities, he thought that Alyssa Hawthorne, which is Izzy's mother, was her. You understand what I'm saying? But you watch the film, you'll see where it's going. Now it comes in the typical window box right there, Alpha Class up at the top. Over here, Izzy Hawthorne 6+. Over here, you got nice box art, and it says Pixar Lightyear. You got some nice graphics and everything going on the box. Mattel logo over here, more graphics over here, and you have Alpha Class, and you see Izzy Hawthorne on the side right here. On the back, it gives you a small bio right there, and it says the Alpha Class series celebrates the adventures of Buzz Lightyear and the Star Command crew. These collectible figures feature premium posability and film accurate details to bring the epic journey to life. And yes, Izzy Hawthorne was pretty much with her crew of pretty much misfits and mercenaries that were doing what they had to do to survive. And yes, what I did like in here was the body armor that they designed, so on and so forth, that they put on the characters. Again, even these figures don't do as much justice as what the film was offering and how beautiful it was. Again, the graphics and CGI of Lightyear were absolutely phenomenal. Just some folks just don't want to consume spiritual porn. Stupid. He said, Tim Mitchell says, Izzy. Yes, we are doing Izzy. So yeah, I think that is it for the box. Legal mumbo jumbo right here, and the barcode if you want to scan it or whatever the case may be. All right. And again, if you just missed it, we just gave Buzz Light Spotlight series. Darby. He says, Darby for the patriarchy. Okay. Well, we already did. He already called out Izzy. Tim Buddy beat you to it, brother. All right. So we are going to open her up from the side right there. Yeah, he did. He said, boo. Yeah, man, you gotta be quick. And yeah, again, I like the designs of the power suits that they had on, or the power armor that they had on these characters. So we're gonna bring out the weapons. Let me be careful pushing her out. And I think another reason why I like the film, because like the armor designs look like something from Warhammer, or pretty much like Gears of War. I'm a big fan of Warhammer and both Gears of War. And yeah. Okay, so first off, we're going to go over the accessories that she comes with. We're going to go over the accessories that she comes with right here. She comes with this blaster and everything like that. Nice deco on the blaster right here. Nice cannon, so on and so forth. Handle, it looks like the handle comes down on this, but no, this one she held like a turret gun. I think they did great detail and sculpting on it right here. Could use a little bit of wash, but it's not bad. A nice solid hard plastic that it came in. Looks really, really good. Handle on the back and everything like that, so she could possibly get some two-handed action. Her laser knife, her laser blade that they used in the game, in the movie, rather, has a peg over here. Translucent plastic, but painted very, very, very well, as you can see. Good line work, good sculpting. You see like a lot of the tech sculpting going on in there. Handle looks really good and everything. No missing paint, nice even lines, no sloppy paint or anything. And that right there can plug onto her back, as you can see. And then you have the helmet. Now the helmet, I think they should have put a little bit more wash on it because it's a solid red helmet, but I do like the design of the front of it right here, and the antenna on the side that flares back. They did a good job on it. It just needs some wash. Other than that, it is a beautiful accessory right here, and that is it for her accessories. Then we get over here. With the figure, and the figure looks really, really good. I like the design. I like the armor on it and everything. I do like the design that they put on Izzy's face and everything like that. Hair sculpting is nice. She has her two buns going on in the back. Nice detail on the sculpt right there. Looks really, really good. Could it handle a little bit of wash? Yeah, but it's a kid's toy. You know what I mean? If you want to, get your brush and get to work like I do. I will customize my figures. I will switch up parts. I will pull stuff off, melt stuff off, burn stuff off, put stuff back on, so on and so forth. Love the deco on the side. Wash, it's like a certain look. I'll show you. I'll show you on the figure before I leave. The wash look gives it like a hard to explain, not really hard to explain, but like a worn look. You know what I mean? Or like a more realistic, add some more detail to it. Yeah, exactly. With a crimson wash would do perfect on it. She has nice pouches on her gear right here. The body armor looks real good. Again, you got to watch the movie. The movie was actually really good. It was just that those things in it is what killed it. She could take a little bit of wash and brush on her shoulder, on her gauntlet on the side, but her pauldron on this side looks real good, man. I love how like you can tell like she was a freedom fighter, like she had pieced her armor together to make one solid composite armor. Tactical gloves on her look real good. Everything looks real good. I love the face sculpt because it is reminiscent of the movie right here. Again, you can't like Buzz Lightyear and his car. Perfect example. I like Metal Slug because of the comedic yet cartoony but violent aspect of it. You know what I mean? Cold dishwashing water gun and veggie cooking gun. I guess. He says, wash is like an ink for recesses and details and make them look deeper and add exactly. Yeah. Like to give it more detail, more realism, so on and so forth. So like, you know, I'll show you with a figure that has some good wash on it. To give you an example, Tim. But again, I like it a whole lot right there. You see like she got her little grenades, pouches and everything on it. It is a nice, very nice figure right there. You have pockets sculpted onto the back. You got some textures going on within the pants and everything, wrinkles and folds. And I love the big feet that they gave her with the treads on the bottom. Solid treads, no holes. Solid treads, no holes. And the way the armor goes on the shin looks really, really good. Again, great, and I mean great paint apps going on here. Great deco. This is a good figure. I love the way they did the hair too. The hair looks real nice. Side profile looks cute. Everything looks good. On the back, you know, right here, you see some more deco going on. You see a bunch of sculpting and stuff like that going on in the back. And you can plug this. You can plug her blade into her back, thus so. Oh, me dropping shit. There we go. Okay, and you can plug your blade into her back. Now let's see how she looks with her weapon and helmet. All right. Wow. Now the grips are real tight on her too. I'm liking this. I'm really liking this. Look. And yes, she was using this gun in that movie. She was. They were using this gun because them Zerg bots was on that ass. Them Zerg bots was everywhere, boy. Them Zerg bots was everywhere. And yes, it looks really, really nice. I like that it looks like it's heavy for her, you know. Now let's see how she looks with the helmet on. Let's pop her head off, and again, that head sculpt is nice. Pretty much did what you would expect from the Buzz Lightyear line. Nice even lines, very cartoony, but still very cartoon accurate and movie accurate right there. You can put the helmet on. And I like this because you know what? It shows some of the neck as well. Okay, let's put it in a nice pose somewhat. This is her with the helmet, and I like the fact that you can see some of the neck. I like when you get a figure and they have a helmet on, but you can still see their neck. You know, this looks really good. Movie accurate. They did a great job on this. Again, I like the tactical gloves, the gun, and everything. And I think that gun can also fit on her back, too. No, but this handle on the side, I know this was like the one, like she would use this too, to go like this. Let me see. Yep. Kind of like an Aliens thing. You know the smart guns on Aliens? Again, I think the movie visually was a masterpiece. But like, you know, and the storytelling was good up until a certain point. I was able to look past it, but a lot of people wasn't because they were taking the kids. Because you got to understand, a lot of people that went to go see Buzz Lightyear, they were fans of Toy Story like myself. But when they did that nonsense, they wasn't with it. And this is how you can get her with like the smart gun look right here. So yeah, I really like this figure. I really like her. Now, as far as articulation, let's move this out the way. With both heads, you can get it to go all the way around. She is on the ball joint at the shoulders. Bicep swivel, double hinge elbow, and pivoting and twisting. Pivoting and twisting in the wrist. Nice leg split, thigh cuts, double hinge knee, as you can see, and they have a great ankle rocker, as with the other one, the other Buzz Lightyear figure. Again, I really, really like these figures. I wish they were able to continue the line because I wanted that the commander that was on there, the one that can raise a shield, Commander Burnside. I wanted them to make Commander Burnside, but yeah, exactly. I have a ton of washes and shades for painting my war. Oh, you're into Warhammer too? I love 40K. I love 40K. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not a fan of if you're like a fan of horror, sci-fi horror lore, read the Warhammer 40K series. You can I can suggest a couple of books. Just message me if you want to get into the Warhammer series to get an understanding of 40K. 40K basically is just like it's really no good guys in that universe. I mean, like the Ultra Space Marines, you know, they're good, but not really, because I mean the God Emperor needs 1,000 souls to stay alive, and then you have the Chaos Gods, the Chaos Demons, and shit like that. Imagine a universe where you don't have one Satan. You got 4 and 5 Satans. You got 4 or 5 Satans. There's Slanesh, there's Korn, there's what's his name? Nurgle. There's what's his name? The one of lust and everything. It's just so many. But the stories are so horrible. It's always full of torture. It's always full of pain. You know what I'm saying? It like 40K was pretty much the standard for a lot of sci-fi films. Actually, if you ask me, Event Horizon was based off of 40K. Dead Space was based off of 40K. Gears of War was based off of 40K. A lot of, what was that? Cloverfield, which is one of my favorite series, was based off of 40K. Yeah, it's a very dark future. Very dark future. You have the Terran. Just when you, and it's like this. Just when you think you've conquered one thing, another thing comes up because you have the Mechanicus, you have the Tyranids, you have the Orcs, but it's not really. They don't really speak of the Orcs anymore because they've been pretty much almost eradicated by the 40K universe. They've been almost eradicated and stuff. You do have some like leftovers, but not that many. But then like they're just always encounters. But right about now, the biggest threat is the Tyranids and the what's the name? What's the name of that? Tyranids and the they look like Terminated. The Necrons. Yes, I took my son to that movie. He was traumatized by seeing women outside it. Oh, come on, dude. Necrons, undead rope. Yeah, the Necrons are a problem. The Necrons are a problem because when you really think about it, the Necrons are the original, pretty much kind of like the original life forms that have stood so much torture and so much shit to where like they transcended, like they were duped into giving up their humanity for metallic bodies in certain ways because they were just trying to look to stay to survive. They were a very advanced society, a very peaceful society, but the old ones fooled them into thinking like, oh yeah, we'll take care of you, we'll hook you up, this, that, and the other. Just do this, just do that, this, that, and the other, blah 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 blah. No. Nobody in the 40K universe is really good. They all are serving someone or doing something that is messed up. Because the Ultramarines, the Ultramarines, I mean, like to become an Ultramarine, you are literally repurposed. You're given like 2 hearts. They stretch your bones. They just do all sorts of shit to you. They do all sorts of shit to you. They put implants in your body and shit like that. You're made to walk around like 9 to 10 feet. You have to pretty much stay in your space suit, your marine suit most of the time. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Yeah, there are no good guys in 40K. There are no good guys in 40K. You may just have ones that you root for, but they're all doing something ultimately fucked up. Like you'll have the Imperium come through, and they'll be like, for the God Emperor, you must submit to such and such. Say no, okay. We either gonna make you do it, or we're gonna just eradicate the whole planet. And these are humans. And when you're a human in the 40K universe, you have to serve the military. Everybody serves the military, and they just randomly take your kid and turn it into a space marine or designate it into something, like certain kids or whatever. And they can take your kid, and if the kid doesn't survive, they'll just be like, your kid ain't survived, like, and that's it. No, the space sharks aren't really good guys. The space sharks aren't really good guys. You just like them because they're sharks, but they're not really good guys. They do fucked up shit too. The most nicest ones you can find, and I'm saying like somewhat nice of the Ultramarines are kind of like I would say the Dark Angels a little bit, and the Ultramarines, but the Ultramarines and the Blood Angels, like Blood Angels, say like they want to get information out of you, you don't want to talk. Now mind you, these motherfuckers is like they're like 9 to 10 feet tall and shit like that. Ultramarines are very big motherfuckers. They're considered angels in the 40K universe. Now say like you don't want to talk, and they ask you and you don't want to what's the name, and you don't want to give them information, they'll start eating you. They'll eat you. These are people that are humans. These are people that were human that will eat you to ascertain your memories, your thoughts, get information out of you and shit like that. That's why they call the Blood Angel. It's fucked up. Like the 40K universe is horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Yeah, but getting back to Izzy is absolutely beautiful. I am loving this figure right here, even with the helmet on. Yeah, Dark Angels will do that. Yeah, Dark Angels, they have secrets that will kill to keep them from being discovered. Yeah, because there's a bad history with the Dark Angels. All of them are fucked up. All of them are fucked up in the 40K universe. Like the what really set shit off was the Horus Heresy. The Horus Heresy is when everything changed for the 40K universe. Horus Heresy was like it was just like the worst of the worst. All different. That's when the Space Marines became all separate. They started going into their own factions and shit like that. Then you got the Chaos Marines that gave into the Chaos Demons and stuff like that. It's a lot that goes in with the 40K universe, but I absolutely love it. The stories are that of horror. He said, I like the whole recruitment from criminals and basically being silent and aggressive. The sharks are cool. Good by my, yeah. Well, like I said, that's what 40K is. You pick the ones you like out of all the bad guys. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so far, what do we rate this figure? Me, myself, I give her a 4.8. 4.8. Could stand a little bit of wash or some shading, some wash and brush, but she's good. I like her. I really like the sculpt. I like the design. The body sculpt is nice. I like the nice big feet. Everything looks good on this figure right here. 4.5 mouse type says. 4.5 mouse type says 4.5. I really like it. And the helmet looks nice. I like the helmet on her. I like the helmet, the weapons, everything looks good on her. Again, when you watch the film, you can tell the film was done by adults. It wasn't kiddie like Toy Story at all. It wasn't. There was some death in there. You know what I'm saying? And everything. It was a lot of stuff going on in this film. And I like the fact that she came with this nice big gun too. Mel says accurate, but the movie sucked. True. I enjoyed the film, because I looked past that one thing, but that one thing is what made people hate it. And I do like the face sculpt that they gave it. Very cartoony, reminiscent of Metal Slug. Now, if you know anything about Metal Slug is very cartoony, but ultra violent. I love when they take cartoons and make them violent, or pretty much like give them like a mature twist to them. The Den Geek says Dark Angels has those that side with Horus, and they'll do anything to find their fallen brothers and redeem them before they kill them. Yes, but the Dark Angels will kill you if you even mention their secrets, or like you may know something of their secrets or question them when it comes to their secrets. They'll kill you. There's really, again, I've seen Ultramarines go through their own people just to kill something. I've seen, like, I'm telling you, I read books where like they pretty much killed the whole villages that was being invaded. They just went on a killing spree. You know what I'm saying? And they were there kind of like to stop the situation, but you know how it goes with Ultramarines and certain, classes and stuff like that. When they get in that zone, that's it. Timothy gives it a 5. Jenny Geek gives it a 4.5. Moztag gives it a 4.5. OG Dick Richards, what do you give it? OG Dick Richards gives it a 4.5. Me, myself, I give it a 4.5. I give it a 4.5. But we have one, so we can push it up to a 4.6. We have 1.5. Okay, let's go. We got one more minute, and then we are going to go on to the other figures. And the Battle Sisters are nuts, even for nuns with guns. Yeah. The Battle Sisters are insane. Shamiki gives it a 4.5. I do like the hair and the face sculpt on her. Again, I think it's done very, very well. I think it's cute. But the body armor is just great. Liking the body armor and everything on her. She looks great. Now, Izzy Hawthorne was done by Kiki Palmer. Your cat said 5? Okay. Well, if he ain't getting on the stream, then we can't. Kiki Palmer played as Izzy Hawthorne. And I did like her voice in there right there because she wasn't too ghetto or trying to be too sassy or anything like that. Again, I even like the clasp and the belt right there, but I love the accessories, the clips and everything. You see there's a hook and there's a symbol right there. The deco and detail on this figure is nice. It is very nice. So sad that they won't be pushing any more of these figures out or anything like that. And because Mattel did a great job. Mattel did a great job with them. When they mess up, they mess up. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am with companies. But they did a great job. And a lot of people were taking this body right here, which is her mother. They were taking this body right here and put the G.I. Joe classifier head on it, and it looked beautiful. They put like Lady J's on it. They put like what's the names? who is that? They put like Lady J's on it. They put who is that? Scarlet, but they would change the hands and everything, and it looks really, really nice. So, final score is a 4.6. 4.6, or we'll give it a 4.7 because of Tim's cat. So final score is 4.7. Final score, 4.7, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Hey. So, next up, we are going to do I don't know how this box got torn up like this, but here we go. Do you want to do Mo Morrison, which was done by Taika Waititi, or Darby Steele? Whoever mentions first, that's the one I review. Again, these were like ragtag mercenaries. Some were inmates, some were on the run. So was Izzy. Do you want to do Darby Steele or Mo Morrison? Actually, Darby was one of my favorite characters in here. Mo, there you go. We are doing Mo Morrison. Mo Morrison was played by Taika Waititi. I always mess his name up, right? He was pretty much like the forgetful yet useful sort of nerd character in the movie. This is him right here. Right here, this is Mo Morrison. And yeah, the character looked somewhat like him. Only one that didn't really look like their character was Darby. But yeah, as you can see right here, you see like the dirt and the wear and wash that they have on the body armor and everything like that. That's why I enjoyed this film. I thought it was absolutely amazing. I loved it from beginning till end. And again, you see why I like this outfit right here, the one where he has the orange and white on. That one looked real good. That looked real good on it. So we are going to stop this right here, stop sharing, and we are going to go over the box right here. The box is a little bit worn right here, as you can see right there, but we're not going to keep him in the box because all our toys get opened up. Typical window box that you get with the Alpha Class right here, Alpha Class up at the top, Mo Morrison over here on the side. You have some comedic artwork of him right there. Lightyear and Mattel logo right there. Graphics all along the box. Nice window box right here. Mo Morrison and Lightyear at the top. And you see Mo Morrison on the side right here. Some box art of Mo Morrison. It says Alpha Class on the bottom. I'm going to take that off. On the bottom, you have the barcode right there. Legal mumbo jumbo going on. And what is over on this side? Lightyear, Disney's Lightyear. And some of the box art extends to over here. And on the back, you see that the Alpha Class, okay, yeah, they don't give bios on the character, but you can see they pretty much all had like, because this armor was kind of like stolen that they were wearing. It was kind of like power armor, but they had stolen it. And yeah, these are the other figures within the class right here. And they are looking great. They are looking really, really good right here. So let's open this guy up. Mika got to it fast enough. She said Mo. She went with Mo. Over here in the back, had a little backdrop. Nothing really on there. Let's get this guy. And these figures are really solid. They're solid figures. They're not like little cheap figures that you can like you'll throw them. Like you hit somebody with some of this stuff because it's that new plastic that they're using. And I'm not complaining at all. It's a hard plastic that they're using now. It feels like stone. Just trying not to lose this. Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, his sense of humor is like, it falls flat. He may get like one or two jokes that you may chuckle at, but it's not like, oh my goodness. No, he should just stick to what he does or whatever. Like, I'm not too fond of his brand of comedy at all. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go over the accessories, of course. At first, he has his nice laser harpoon weapon, and if you watch the film, you'll see why he had this weapon right here. Not only did it help them with the aliens that were on the planet, but with the Zergbots as well. Great detail, nice hard plastic, silver on the tip, silver paint on the tip, nice and even. As you can see, no bleeding of the paint, a little muddled on the tip right there if you look real good right there, but not that bad. I'm loving the design, the pressure tank and everything you see along in it. The nice line sculpting that you see on it looks really, really good, and done in a nice hard plastic with a peg right here. So of course, more than likely it can peg onto his back. Yes, it can. Yep. Then you have his helmet right here. And his helmet is actually, they're not just giving him all the same heads and everything. His is a much bigger helmet than Izzy's, which it should be. Done cast out of a nice blue plastic, great sculpting all around it, as you can see. You got one red light on there, which looks really good, and the antenna on the side right here. Again, I like the designs of the armor because it harkens to mech armor. That's why I like it. So I really like the mech designs that they have going on, or pretty much the power armor designs. It reminds me of anime and stuff like that, Gears of War, pretty much like Warhammer and all that other stuff. And over here, forgot his blade. And yes, he comes with a laser blade as well. The same as Izzy's. Is it the same? Yes. Yeah, they're both the same. Same as Izzy's. Now, I think I went over everything. Yeah. It has a peg hole in the bottom, so of course you can switch the head out. But it's done in a nice hard plastic. It's not cheap plastic at all. Now, we're going to go over the figure. And yes, it is movie accurate. This is Mo Morrison, which is pretty much like a Taika Waititi figure. Slim, nice head sculpt, reminiscent of the movie. Nice body armor though. Do like the body armor. Body armor and sculpting along the body armor looks great, as you can see. Nice pouches, everything looks real good. I like how he had the tie around his legs. So yeah, they didn't miss the detail when it came to that. You know, I like the plating of the armor. The numbers along the armor look great. The pouches look good. Yes, he is a bit cartoony, but the movie was. But at the same token, when you watch it, you will come to love the CGI art style that they had going on it. It worked. It really worked. It was just points in the story that people did not like. Feet are nice and big right there. Nice treads on the bottom. Great paint apps, great sculpt, everything. Not a reuse or anything like that. You see there are pockets on his back, on his butt. Nice sculpting, the textures and wrinkles in the pants are sculpted in. The gauntlets look real good on him. Could use a little bit of wash because the movie made them look like they were just like surviving day to day. You understand? Which is what they were doing because things had gotten real bad. You can see some vents under the bottom right here, along the back, right here. Nice sculpted in. Got a little bit of deco paint on the back right there, a little deco as you can see right there. Everything is looking real good on this guy. I love the deco that they have on the pauldrons or shoulder guards right there. The chest harness looks real good. Pouches look real good. Again, you take a brush to these, you can work some magic with them, man. Work some magic with them. He looks really, really good. Now, let's see how he looks with a weapon. He needs un vehicle. Okay, so how am I going to put this in? Okay, all right. He can get the two-handed action. All of these figures can get their two-handed action going on, which is good. Because when I was growing up, until G.I. Joes came along, everybody had to hold their weapon with one hand, which is why I don't like the older stuff. Like some people be like, don't you like the, no, I don't. I don't like the older stuff compared to the modernized looking stuff. And we have Taika Waititi with his harpoon gun. And look, There's even detail on the tactical gloves, which I love right there. The thigh pads look real good. There's deco on that and painting. Everything looks real good. And you can fit this onto his back, thus so. I do like this line. I'm really sorry to see that this line went the way it did. There are some toy lines that once it's over, you'd be like, damn. I used to feel like that about the Master Universe 2000X line until the Masterverse line came in. Because I love the Masterverse line. Absolutely love it. You see like he has little grenades and everything along his belt and everything like that. Great looking figure. Great looking figure. Now, we're going to pop the head off. Pop that head off. And again, I like the fact that you can see his neck. I like when they wear a helmet and you can see their neck. Who is that called? Someone is calling me. I'm not going to answer them. Oh yeah. And the joints are nice and stiff too. Sad to see what happened with these figures, man. Here he is with his laser knife and helmet on. He is looking really good, man. Really good. Really good. I think they are absolutely beautiful. They did a great job on this guy. And of course, the articulation is the same as the rest. Head goes all the way around. But see, now, due to the sculpting and engineering of this figure, the shoulders, you're not really going to be able to get the same articulation that you did with Dizzy or the rest of them and stuff like that, because they're all different body sculpts. They may look the same or have somewhat similar armor, but they're all different body sculpts. There is no reuse. Anything. Bicep swivel, you can get the arm to go up a little bit, but because of, you know, the construction of the shoulder pad right here, or the pauldron, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Anything, or it's going to just obstruct the movement. You have double hinged elbows, twisting and pivoting at the wrist, beautiful ab crunch going on right there, and tilt and waist twist as well. Leg split, thigh cuts, double hinge knee, and ankle rock. So yeah, this figure again, it's another nice figure within the Lightyear line. And again, I actually like him with the helmet right here. I like him with the helmet and the blade in his arm. So here comes the score time. What would you guys score them? Me myself, I give him a 4.5. Weapons fit in real tight. I love the way you can see the neck, even with the helmet on. Great detail, great sculpt, not a reuse. Yeah, I give him a 4.5 as well. Hey Karen, what's up, baby? Good to see you. I give him a 4.5. I think he's great. Again, I'm a big fan of Buzz Lightyear. I love Buzz Lightyear. And the Lightyear film was actually really good. 6.10. We only go up to 1.5, Lee. We only go from 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. Me, myself, and he's 7 inches tall. 7 inches tall, great detail, great sculpt. Not a lot of wash, but the decals on him make up for that. If you can look, he has 12 over there. He has some emblems. He has the word Zap that he put on there, everything like that. The deco on this guy is absolutely beautiful. They did a great job. It's just sad that the movie didn't do that well. I enjoyed the film, but it was a lot of virtue signaling and like identity politics that they were pushing into that film that were completely unnecessary. They didn't need to do that. That's why the film failed. Other than that point, and if you watch Lightyear, you'll see that it was actually a good story, and it made sense to the reason why he was called Lightyear. It made sense to why he was always talking infinity and beyond. And it was because Toy Story was basically toys of within the Disney universe or Pixar universe that of people or characters that really existed. And Buzz Lightyear, if they had done it right, they could have ventured off on the Woody. They could have ventured off on the on the other characters from Toy Story. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, this is done really, really nice. Really nice. I think it's great. I think it's really, really nice. So far we have a 4.5 from Karen. We have a 6 from Lee. So that means he pretty much gives it a, that would be a 3. That would be a pretty much 6 out of 10. If Lee is going for a 6 out of 10, 6 out of 10, that would be like a, that would be like a, what? 6 out of 10, that would be like a 2.5, right? Yeah. No, 3. 3.5. 4.5 due to the movie, Mouse Type says. Lee, look at this one. Karen, look at this one. Tell me this motherfucker ain't nice right here, boy. Tell me this ain't a beauty right here. Look at this. Flight stand and everything. And look. Oof. And look. Tell me that ain't nice, boy. To infinity and beyond. Look at that, boy. That is nice. It's just little things like this. This was from the Spotlight series. And again, all of these are within the 6 to 7 inch line. So again, they're all within scale. And yeah, you can go to flight stand and everything. I don't know if you saw this one, Karen, but this one is real nice. Or if you saw this one, Lee, this one is real nice. And this was from the Spotlight series, the Disney Pixar Spotlight series. 6.10. All right, so we have a 4.5, a 4.5, a 6.10, which pretty much makes it a 3, I would say. Yeah, it makes it a 3 out of 5. So we got a 4.5, 4.5. What else? And we have, what else? We got one more minute, and then we'll be down to the very last figure within the Buzz Lightyear class, Alpha class line. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful, and I mean wonderful, wonderful Friday today. It is absolutely, well, it was absolutely beautiful outside. And I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. All right, so let's see. All right, so far you got maybe 20 more seconds. 20 more seconds, and we are going to leave it at the score of, let me see, 4.5, and we got, what's the name? All right, final score is 4.4. 4.4. Final score for Mo Morrison from the Alpha class line is 4.4, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you so much for voting. We are down to our last figure for the night. And you know, we always bust open one bonus figure at the end of your choice. I will give you a selection of which one to burst open. We will both open the bonus figure of your choice. All right. Finally, we are up to Darby Steele. Darby Steele was another, and she was pretty much like an inmate or a person that kept getting caught and put in jail. She was a serial inmate, but she was with the resistance. Because for one, they didn't judge her, they didn't care, they were just like, look, we gotta survive. And she had broken out of prison a numerous amount of times. But yeah, this is Darby Steele right here, and it comes in the typical window box that you get with most of the action figures. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. That you get with most of the action figures within the Alpha class line of Lightyear, and is Darby Steele. Let me see. It has Disney Pixar's right there, Mattel logo right there. You know, graphics along the box right here. Love the This is the Starflight Starship Command right here. Alpha Class right here. Lightyear, Darby Steele, Disney Pixar's Lightyear at the top. Beautiful comic art of Darby Steele, Alpha Class right there up at the top. What's here on this side? Lightyear, and then you have more extending box art of Darby Steele right there. On the back, it pretty much says the same thing right here that is said on the other figures and the other figures within the line that I have reviewed for you guys right here. And you can see her right there with her rocket, pretty much rocket launcher and everything like that. Posability, and they show the age 6+. Now, Darby Steele was one of my favorite characters within the film because she just didn't give a fuck anymore. She was pretty much like, yeah, it's whatever, yo. We got to do this. We got to do that. This, that, and the other. I remember this. I remember that. She was just with whatever. But she would shoot you. She was not playing. Darby Steele was a seasoned survivor. Seasoned survivor. All right. Darby Steele was played by, or rather voiced by, what is her name? I'll show you guys. Darby Steele was voiced by Dale Souls. She's been in a lot of stuff too. I remember her. I remember Dale Souls from what's the name of that? Yale show that used to come on Netflix. Orange is the New Black. That's right. Yeah, Orange is the New Black. And yeah, the movie was visually, again, like I was telling you before, the movie was visually stunning. The Buzz Lightyear film movie was absolutely gorgeous. It was beautiful. But again, they messed up when it came to certain things, you know? So, again, look at that. Look at that. And that's not even this is like what's the name? But the movie was visually, to me, beautiful. The storyline was good. It was just that they stuck in that one thing, and a lot of parents did not like that. A lot of people didn't like it. But as far as like graphically, the CGI, although cartoony, it was very serious though. It reminded me of something like a Metal Slug movie, you know? So we're gonna stop sharing that. And we are going to take Darby Steele out. She is our last figure for the night. Pardon me. There we go. There we go. Feeling like $1,000,000 now. All right. I'm ready to go. You know the graphics I was in there. And who is inside of here? Let's see. She has the same. Now, none of her stuff came strapped in. That's why I was able to get her out pretty fast. She has this nice rocket launcher right here. Now, one of my Cobras might get this. I might get this one of my Cobras or something like that, or my G.I. Joe Classified, or I'll look online on eBay and see if they have more, like have some of these for sale and repurpose it. This is a nice piece right here. It's solid and heavy too. Has a different deco on it, as you can see, hazard symbols and everything like that. Hole in the front, same thing on the other side. Great casting, great paint. Everything looks real good. And yeah, it's made out of a hard gray plastic, but it is a nice, nice piece. And it's sculpting all around this thing, man. They did a great job. Then we have is her laser cutter that most of them come with. The same one as I showed you with Izzy and the rest of them that can peg onto her back. And she has a helmet as well. Again, cast in a hard green plastic, hole in the bottom so you can peg it down. And here we go with the figure. She looks really, really, really good. She was one of my favorite characters within the film because, again, she was a grizzled old survivor. And this is Darby Steele. Darby Steele looks really, really good. Nice face sculpt, nice body armor, and so on and so forth. The pouches and everything. Now it is pretty much the same design almost on every figure, but it is a different body sculpt. So it's not the same body sculpt. They're not swapping parts or anything like that. The feet are completely different size from Izzy, as you can see. So no, they're not just giving them the same stuff. It is different body sculpts all the way around. And I am loving the way Darby looks. I like the studded studded pauldrons that she has on her shoulders. Body armor looks good. Face sculpt is great. This is Darby Steele right here. She looks great. Nice and short, nice and compact. Great deco along her armor, as you can see right there. Again, she has a utility belt like most of them have. You know, the gauntlets, different colored gauntlets and everything like that. The different colored shin guards. And the body armor looks absolutely great on here, as you can see. And again, you see there's textures that they sculpted into the pants, wrinkles as well. They did a great job. Treads on the bottom. And again, her treads are different. Again, every figure has a different sculpt, I'm telling you. Her treads are different from his. Her treads are different from hers. Nice silver clip on the bottom right here. Looks real good. Did a great job. I think they did a great job on her. Again, you know, it could stand a little bit more line work, some more brush and wash, but as a whole, I think it's a great figure. Very great figure. Face sculpt they nailed it. That's how she looked in the movie. She was just like, whatever. Let me try to get it in focus. There we go. I like the side profile, the hairline, the receding hairline, the grizzled old look right there. Eyes are nice and even. This is how she looked in the what's name. Everything looks real good. It is movie accurate, if you ask me. But besides, like some of the wash and wear that would have been on their armor, it looks good. Now, let's see how she looks with her rocket launcher. And yeah, she blows shit up in a minute. Darby was not playing around, man. Let's see. Oh, yep, there you go. And it fits on her really, really good. I'm liking this, man. Let's put a blade in her hand as well. Well, you know what? The blade can go on the back, so we'll just put that on the back, okay? And here is Darby. You know what? I'm gonna give her her blade in that one. Here's Darby with her rocket launcher. Look at that. That looks good. That looks really, really good. Very cartoony, but yeah, very serious. Like Metal Slug. This is how I picture Metal Slug action figures would possibly look. And yeah, I'm a very big fan of Metal Slug. If you haven't played Metal Slug, you're missing out on a good. If you like Contra type games, you're missing out on a good treat with Metal Slug. And yes, it does look good. Look, Darby looks real good. Like the deco on her knee pads and everything like that. They did a good job with her. I'm liking it really good. So next, we pop this off and we put her soldier's helmet on, which is kind of hard. There we go. And yeah, she looks even better. I think the green is what sets her off too. The green makes her look real good, man. With the rocket, with the rocket launcher. Because the armor that they had was kind of like stolen military and police armor that they had taken, but they needed it. And when you watch the film, you'll see why they needed it. There was multiple threats going on. See, I like the green on it. I think she looks great with the green. And can I get the? Yes, I can. Look. Like if I want to get her in a squat position, like, boom, this looks good. They did a great job on this. Good job, Mattel. Sorry you messed up. Sorry Disney messed up on the movie, but the figures are great. The figures are great. Darby looks real good. So this is the point where we grade her. This is the point where we grade her, and we just had a little discussion before I leave. I'm going to give Darby a 5. I like her look. I like the design. I like the body armor color. And look, I like her short stature. Everything looks good on her. I like the way Darby looks. And I even like the old head sculpt that she has. I give Darby. Yeah, I like Darby. Darby was one of the coolest characters in there. Love the design. Love the design. And I think the reason why they made her inmate because she was on the Orange Is the New Black. So she was like the inmate on there. But Darby looks real good. I think they did a good job with Darby. And the same attitude, what you think her face looks like is how she acted in the movie. And that was real good. So you guys talk amongst yourselves so far. Mouse Type has given her a 4.5 because of the movie. I'm going to grab a figure. I'm going to grab a figure and see which one of you guys wants to, which one you guys want me to open. I'm going to grab 2 rather. Okay, one is this. I don't know where I put. Yeah, they're all very beautiful figures. It's just that they messed it up, man. They messed it up. You know they didn't abandon the line already, so it's just like whatever. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to find where I put that other figure. Okay. So you guys get to choose which one you want me to do, which is not related to Buzz Lightyear. Out of these 2, which one you want me to review real quick before we go? Any topics you guys want to bring up, you're more than welcome to. But we're going to finish the show with doing a review on either one. Which one? You want me to do Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones, or do you want me to do Shadow of Spawn? Hard choice, right? Which one? Shadow of Spawn or Indiana Jones? Whoever mentions first, that's who I bust open. Doom. Okay, Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, whether you know it or not, I am a very, and I mean very, very big fan of Indiana Jones. Why? Because I was a kid who grew up reading the Bible. You know, I grew up under a very religious family. I'm still pretty religious myself, but I grew up loving Indiana Jones because the Ark of the Covenant was a biblical artifact, or whatever the case may be. And pretty much when you look at it, he was always doing things looking for spiritual or biblical artifacts. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my good friend Jay Bartlett. He is the star producer and actor within Action Figure Adventure, Nintendo Quest, 64 Quest, and I think he's currently doing another one right now, but it's currently in production. I don't know if he wants me to put it out there, but Jay, put your contact information in the chat section there. And ladies and gentlemen, please give him a follow. He is a wonderful guy, great personality, great person. He literally, if you watch Action Figure Adventure, this man literally went on a quest to donate to children that were less fortunate and sick. I mean, you gotta watch it. You can catch it on Tubi. I think it is here. You can catch it everywhere. I'm gonna bring it up, and I want you guys to check this out. Action Figure Adventure. I keep saying Action Figure Quest. I'm so sorry. Yes, this is him right here. Wonderful, and I mean wonderful person. Wonderful person. Share screen. And this is Jay Bartlett right here. He did Action Figure Adventure, and it was a very heartwarming story. See, honey, it was 2 seasons of it too. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Check it out. It is a heartwarming story. Wonderful man. I could only hope to be as wonderful as this guy is. He has a channel on YouTube, and he does a lot of great reviews. He plays video games. He does. Both he and I are action figure collectors. We're culture enthusiasts, so on and so forth. He and I have been friends for many, many, many years. Many years. Wonderful person. Has a heart of gold. Genuinely good person. If I can, let me see if I can play the trailer with this right here, because I want you guys to check this out, man. I happened to watch it one day, and oh my God, it brought a tear to my eye. No bull. Yes, this is it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Please watch this. It was absolutely minted. Nintendo Quest is great for gaming lovers of all, but Action Figure Adventure, for some reason, that hit me in a sore spot. That one was like, damn, this is like a good guy. And then when I found out, I was like, wait a minute. Because I was watching it one time, and I said, I know this guy. I said, this is my boy. And, I had never known he had done this. So I'm going to show you the trailer for this, ladies and gentlemen, and please give it a watch, man. Give it a watch. You gotta check this out, man. You gotta check this out. It was absolutely like heartfelt, man. He did an amazing job. He did an amazing job. I don't care if they ding my channel for this, or if they be like, oh, you can't play this, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes YouTube will get a little what's the name? Let me see. Okay, there we go, right there. Action Figure Adventure.
We go and take these action figures that helped shape us when we were kids and kind of go on a quest, get the best figures.
Anybody know what this tattoo is right here?
Action figures.
Wait till you see his tattoo.
Get the best figures. These action figures that helped shape us when we were kids.
What is that tattoo on his arm? What is that tattoo on his arm, ladies and gentlemen? One person need to put it out there. I already know. And it's a good job. Whoever did it did an excellent job. What is that tattoo on his arm? I already know. But yeah, this was absolutely phenomenal.
Kind of go on a quest, get the best figures. We can auction them off, and all the proceeds will go to Children's Health.
It's awesome. It's really just awesome.
We're here at Bounty Hunter Toys in Hamilton. Heroes Comics, baby. We're gonna check out Toy Society. Big fun in Columbus, Ohio. Today we're in Toronto, Ontario at Treehouse Collectibles.
We got a near complete vintage Star Wars collection.
Jeff was so kind. He donated all these Marvel Avengers figures. Is it for sale?
No, we're not selling ours. We had 3. We sold 2.
Everything's for sale. Now, I think that I almost like She-Ra more than I do He-Man.
Every choice that Jay makes will affect the auction outcome and in turn impact the kids that the Children's Health Foundation supports.
The Child Life program alone is about $700,000 a year.
And so by Jay doing something like this, it's going to help support that. And at the end of the day, allow kids to be kids.
I'd love to see. I'd love to see $50,000.
Just take somebody out of that pain. Take somebody out of that world.
I need that.
We can
I need
go
that
out
sweater
there,
you had on.
you know, and help.
That Cobra
Why would
one.
we do
I
that?
need that.
Jay's going to be searching stores, basements, and attics for the rarest figures, the coolest play sets.
This is the beginning. The clock's ticking now.
It's the adventure of a lifetime for the most important toy ever, action figures.
Action figures give you an ability to take home your favorite character in plastic form, put it in your pocket, put it on your shelf, and experience those characters through your imagination.
The ones that were supported by cartoons, I just found you were able to then go back to your action figures and then continue the adventures.
And these were our proxies into those worlds. So if you wanted to watch Turtles, you had half an hour after school. All the rest of the time, the only way to experience Turtles was with the toys.
That's all imagination. That's all a writer is. That's all. You sit around in a writer's room and go like, what if you did this? What if you did this? Same thing kids do with action figures. So action figures are incredibly important.
People in your life tell you that you need to get rid of them because you don't need them anymore. You know, you shouldn't be playing with them. You shouldn't have them. You're growing up. I never wanted to do that. It never felt right for me to get rid of this stuff. They felt like extensions of me. They represent feelings, emotions. They represent everything.
Ladies and gentlemen,
There's
that
more
was
out
Jay
there
Bartlett,
than just
a man
serving
among
yourself.
a wonderful man, wonderful person, good friend of mine. It's an honor and a pleasure that I know this man. Okay, that's enough of that right there. But yeah, man, he did a yeah. But so we are going to bust open. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, check out Jay Bartlett. You got to check this guy out. He is absolutely amazing. Follow his channel. He does gaming. He does gaming. He does action figure reviews, pop culture, so on and so forth. Every now and then you'll see me. He'll bless me, and I'll go on his channel. We chop it up, so on and so forth. And what I like is that we don't always agree on a lot of things, but we have that common friendship with each other where we agree to disagree. That's it. Season 2 of Action Figure is even crazy. And oh my God, yes. There's 2 seasons of it. It's a mid. What size are you? It's a mid. What size? Oh, I'm a 2X, bro. 2X. The pentagram with the heart is from the band HIM. Oh, yep. Love you, buddy. Cheers. Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jay Bartlett was able to call out, which would be our last figure for the night. He is going to do the Indiana Jones adventure. We are going to bust open the Indiana Jones Adventure series. I love Indiana Jones. I've always loved Indiana Jones. I saw the new one, and I would say, like, again, it was another situation where as though if they didn't have certain things in it, it wouldn't have been so much. But the first 30 minutes of Indiana Jones, it felt like Indiana Jones. I had to have Indiana Jones figures when I was a kid. I had one Indiana Jones figure that I played with so much that where the whip broke and the spring action that he had in his arm broke. And eventually I just ended the figure. I played with it so much to where it just came apart. It was by Kenner, if I'm not mistaken. I had that figure. And let me see if I can bring up a picture of the classic Indiana Jones figure, because I think they're actually reselling that one again. Indiana Jones 80s figure. Yep, this was it. Absolutely. Hold on. Let me show you guys an image of it. This was it. No, let me get the classic one. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I played with this. I played with this toy so much. The reason why I always loved Indiana Jones was the simple fact that I felt as though Indiana Jones could fit in any. I love action figures that can fit in any setting. You know what I mean? As a kid, when I was playing with action figures, collecting them, I loved any action figure that could fit in any setting. This was what he looked like. He wasn't as beat up as this one, but this is what he looked like back in the day. This one has seen some dark days, man. Should have got you guys a better picture. Let me see. Let's see. Indiana Jones figure. Indiana Jones. Mm, 80s figure. Those are new ones. 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 Yeah, well, you got the idea. But I had that figure for the longest. And man, when I saw that Hasbro was releasing them, because they did come out before, back in like 2008 or 2009. They had redid some of the 3¼ inch figures, but with better detail and better articulation. I think it was around about the same time that they did the 40th anniversary GI Joes, and I had to get them. I got those too, but this one right here, I had to get. I do have the other one, but I will save that for a good post-production video. And this one looks really, really good right here. We have Indiana Jones in the box right there. Great product image of Indiana Jones right here. And I got some nice box art of Indiana Jones right there. Yes, I'm a big Harrison Ford fan. Indiana Jones Adventure Series right there. Indiana Jones Temple of Doom and Temple of Doom right there on the back. You see it has a built-in artifact right here. And you see the other accessories within the line, or the figure within the line. He's 6.2 inches. And yeah, this looks like Indiana Jones right here. You have the Lego Mumbo Jumbo and the Hasbro logo right there. And on the bottom, you have the barcode right there and more Lego Mumbo Jumbo. All right. Anything on the top? No. And again, this is when they're not doing the display boxes that they do with most action figures, which is what I think they should do, because I do like to see my action figures. I can understand, because the argument will be said like, oh, well, when you buy import figures, you don't see them in yeah, but that's the difference. When it comes to US figures, I want to see my figure, plain and simple. And it says build an artifact, especially if it's not a big giant toy or whatever the case may be. Build an artifact right there. You can build the skull right here. And these are the other figures within the line, so on and so forth. These are the older ones right here. This is Indy when he was in, what's the name? So I think that's it for the box. We got Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom. Temple of Doom. You went over all of that. And yes, we're going to bust this guy open. I'm very happy you chose this one, because it was either Spawn or either Indiana Jones. And yes, I love Indiana Jones. And I'm going to tell you my theory with him after I review this. And you let me know if you feel the same way. All right. Pull this out, and nothing in the box. Instructions. The new paper wrapping that they give you. And again, this figure was donated to us through Mouse Type. Mouse Type, I honestly believe she is an action figure collector, but she doesn't want to pretty much say that she's one. And yeah, because she is bold about Mickey Mouse. But I notice whenever I do action figures, she's there, and she'll be like, "Oh man, this, that, and the other. Did you see this?" She'll know about certain action figures before I even know about them. So I'll be like, "Okay, all right." I said, "Come on out. It's all right to come on out and be like, say you're an action figure collector." Wow. I'm looking at the figure and it looks real good. It looks real good. I like the 3D printing that they're starting to do, or the 3D sculpting that they're doing with the action figures now. So it looks really, really good. So first off, his is Build-A-Piece, which is the bone skull right here. You all remember this from the movie right there. Done out of a semi-hard plastic. It's soft plastic, but not too soft, but soft. Very pliable. Then you have his weapons right here. This is his holstered whip right there, folded and rolled right there. Great textures and sculpting in it. No wash or anything like that. No deep, no heavy line work, anything. They did a good job on the whip, and I guess you can hang that onto his side, which is cool. Then he has his signature whip right here. As you can see, they're sculpting along the whip and the handle right there. Looks really, really, really good. I would have painted the handle a little bit different. Then he has his revolver. His revolver looks pretty good, as you can see. Sculpting all along the revolver, done in a hard plastic, painted brown at the handle. And it's pretty nice. If you look real good, there's a symbol within the handle too. Sorry, my big fingers are in the way. I thought, and you know what I thought at one point? I thought because it looked like my hands were twisting, I thought that the revolver, like you could actually spin the chamber right there, but you can't. But it's a nice pistol. Then he has his sword right here, or it's pretty much right here. Silver paint along the blade. Is it silver paint? No, just done in a gray plastic, but it's painted on the handle, as you can see right there. Great sculpting in the handle. Simple. It's simple. A little bit of warping going on, but you know, you add a little bit of heat and you can get that straightened out. And that is it for Indiana Jones accessories. Now, as far as the figure right here, a lot of people did not like the sculpt. I am loving this sculpt of Indiana Jones. I think it looks great. Face sculpt is nice. I love the way he has the one sleeve on and one sleeve off. Hat comes off as well. Does it? I don't think so. No, hat doesn't come off. Hat doesn't come off, but I don't mind. This looks like Harrison Ford in the face right there. I love the way he has a tattered shirt, the tattered jeans. Now, they could have been put a little bit of wash on the jeans and everything, but everything as a whole, this looks like Harrison Ford. This looks like Indiana Jones. He has ball sockets at the elbows, you can see. Does he have any butterfly joints? Doesn't look like it. No, he doesn't have any butterfly joints, but the aesthetic of this guy looks absolutely amazing. They gave him the diaphragm cut in the middle for his ab crunch right there. Hat doesn't come off, and in a way, I don't mind that it doesn't come off. I'll end up losing it. Or like most of the times what I do with my figures, if they come with like signature items that are intrinsic to that character, I will glue it on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the detail and sculpting in the belt looks real good. Loving that right there. Loving the pants and everything. The satchel that he had is pretty much, I mean, everything is spot on to me. I mean, like, yeah, could have used a little bit of wash, whatever, but the textures in the pants are real good. Could have done a little bit better with the hole in the pants, but I think it's a real good nod to Indiana Jones. Now, the shoes look perfect. The shoes are perfect. You can see the laces in them along the bottom. No treads, anything, but you got the holes on the bottoms and stuff like that. Line work within the pants, and you see this. They sculpted in wrinkles and everything. This looks like Indiana Jones. I am loving this figure. It looks really, really good. Let me see how he looks with his. Let me see. Let's put his pistol in his hand. And you know we got to do the whip, man. I loved Indiana Jones. Now, you know what? They need this pistol is a little bit stingy looking. I might have to hit him with a Valorverse revolver because the pistol looks stingy. Could be a little bit bigger, but it is what it is. You know, I do love this look. I love the classic look of Indiana Jones with the jacket, but I did like this look right here as well. I love Indiana Jones. Love him. And if you can see, there's a they sculpted in and painted very nicely a buckle along the strap of his satchel. The buckles and the pants look real good. Everything looks real good on this guy. They did a good job on it. Again, you know, you'll be the one to grade him. I think he looks good. You see the gun holster? And yes, the gun holster, you can put the gun inside. Okay. Oh yeah, it has a clasp on it. Look. You pull it down. That's so. And the gun fits in pretty good. Yep, look. You can bring the clasp back up to lock the holster down for the weapon. That's the only thing I hate about pulling apart these class. Sometimes it's hard for me to put them back. I got these big dumpy fingers. Now let's see how he looks with the machete. Now the machete, you're gonna have to hit him with a little bit of heat. Straight. Sure, no problem, Eddie. No problem. That's all. Again, whenever I do these marathons, at the end, I will always have like something that's not related to that brand that you guys can just look at. Because I have so many action figures that I haven't reviewed because I do like doing the major productions with them, but it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to do that. It takes a lot of work. And sometimes I just don't have the time. Now, this guy is so stiff, I'm going to have to boil him to like loosen up his joints and everything, but I don't mind that he came out of the pack stiff. You know? I think that's a plus. Yeah, this Indiana Jones figure looks real good. They did a great job on this Indiana Jones. I don't see why people were complaining about it. They were like, oh, an Indiana Jones line. The Indiana Jones line. I was like, okay, let me grab up a couple of them and see what they're talking about. I love Indiana Jones. Right there. Hey, Michelle, what's going on, sweetie? Purple is your favorite color? Yep. What's going on, cousin? Hi, what do you think of this Indiana Jones? Yes, my cousin used to collect action figures too, and comic books. So, like, we've been a family full of collectors for years. All like people in our family collect stuff. We collect action figures, movies, all that stuff. My cousin Michelle, yes, collects action figures. Well, she used to collect action figures. She had a bigger collection than mine when we were young, and all of a sudden, I think somebody threw her shit out. But yeah, look at that belt buckle and everything. They did a good job on this guy. Look at the shoes. Now, see, you see how they did some wash on the shoes over here? They should have done that to like some of his clothing. But I love the way they gave him like the worn shoes and everything like that. If you look real good, the shoes are perfect. Everything is perfect. Loving the face sculpt. That is Indiana Jones. I don't see what people were complaining about. He doesn't feel cheap. He doesn't feel like weak or hollow or anything like that. He came stiff out the pack and everything like that. He came stiff out the pack and everything. And so now you know we got to do him with the whip, right? Oh yeah, this guy is nice. I don't know. Again, I've been hearing so many bad things about this Indiana Jones line. I don't know what's so bad about it. Maybe I'm missing something. I think it looks just like him. This is when, you know, he was going through it right here. I love the dirty drab look that he has going on and everything like that. Shoes and pants, a nice baggy pants that he had on and everything like that. This is Indiana Jones. I don't see what people are complaining about. Now, can I latch this onto its side somewhere? Yes, you can use the holster. You can use the holster and clip it in. Clip in the holster. You can clip in the holster to hold his gun and his whip. So pretty much, if you don't want to lose anything, you can accessorize Indiana Jones, and he looks real good. I do have the other Indiana Jones figures, because I'm a very, very big fan of Indiana Jones. Now let's check out the articulation. Maybe that was the problem or something, but he's very stiff outside of the box. Outside of the box, he's very stiff. It can go all the way around. He's on a ball socket. You can look up thus far, down thus far. He has a nice diaphragm. He has a waist tilt. Has some tilting in the waist, as you can see right there. Beautiful leg split. Thigh cuts. As you can see, double hinge knee, ball socket knee, and ankle rocker. So and there's twisting and pivoting in the wrist. Again, if you have this figure, and don't like it, tell me what's wrong or what you don't like about it. Oh no, he does have a hook right on his belt for it. Look, right here. I don't see what the big problem is. I like this figure. I like this figure. I really like it. I don't see why a lot of people were kicking on Indiana Jones figures and stuff like that. That's why I got them. I mean, it looks like Indiana Jones, down to the baggy pants, the broken brim hat, the dirty clothing, everything. As you can see, there's wash on his clothing to make it look like it's dirty and torn on the back and everything like that. This looks like Indiana Jones. I don't know. The body structure is perfect. The face sculpt is great. Maybe because they couldn't remove the hat, they were pissed off. It looks like Indiana Jones to me. Great articulation. I don't know what the problem is. So out of a 1 through 5, 5 being the highest nerd pins, what do you give this guy? I think Indiana Jones looked great. I think he looks great. I don't see the problem with him. You can see like there's hair sticking out of the hat. The hat looks perfect. Exactly. I give him a 5. Eddie DeVere, you heard people, they'll be like, oh, the Indiana Jones line is terrible. I was like, okay. But you won't say nothing about G.I. Joe and G.I. Joe Classified. He's spitting out a lot of garbage stuff sometimes. Some of their figures are just abhorrent. Like I don't even see how like they can be like, oh, this is a great figure. This is not a bad figure. He's coming in at 6.5 inches. It looks good. Looks like Indiana Jones. Great detail. Great sculpting. I mean, I don't see any problem with him. And yeah, I can see it maybe like, you know, whenever I asked him like what's wrong, because I had gotten the Indiana Jones figures, and before I opened them, everybody was complaining about them. Apple Martini gives him a 5. I think he looks great. It looks like Indiana Jones. Yes, I'm a very big Indiana Jones fan. Now, here's my theory with Indiana Jones, right? Because I'm a person who read the Bible and everything like that. And again, we're not going to get all biblical or religious on this or anything, but you do have to understand most of Indiana Jones is based off of Nazis looking for biblical artifacts. If you know anything about World War II, which is the reason why, in a way, this last movie to me didn't make sense, because how can I get into this without pissing people off? In the Dial of Destiny, which was pretty much like the newest Indiana Jones film, wasn't it? Yeah, Dial of Destiny. Okay, most of it is about the Nazis trying to steal biblical artifacts, right? Okay, if you remember the spear that they were talking about, if you know anything about real world history, and I understand it's a work of fiction, they already had it. They didn't lose it, they had already had it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's get back to the grid, and then I'm gonna get into what's next. Eddie DeVere gives Indiana Jones a 5. Again, everything can be put onto him. I think he is beautiful. I want every figure within the line now. So, because I always started out with the original, like Indy, and I had the Raiders of the Lost Ark Indy. You know, I don't see what the problem is. Again, if I missed something, or if you have this figure and can point out some things, leave comments and down below. You can speak on it now, but I don't think anything's wrong with them. I love the detail. I love the sculpting on them. They did great. I love the way they gave him like a 5 o'clock shadow, the dirty 5 o'clock shadow in his face. Eyes are even. It looks like Harrison Ford, you know. The hat is nice and like wrinkled and broken and stuff like that. I love the way they have one sleeve on and one sleeve off, so on and so forth. Hole in the pants, or whatever the case may be. Shoes, most of all, I love. As you can see, like there's some scuff marks on them and everything. This is Indiana Jones. Apple Martini gives him a 5. I give him a 5. I don't see anything wrong. Maybe later on, like if you even look on the top, they even did some wash wear on the top of his hat to give it some realism. And you see there's some broken areas right here along the back, like he's been through something with this hat. I give it a 5. think it's a great figure. It is beautiful, in fact. And yes, the satchel does come off easily. There's wrinkles sculpted into the satchel. Everything looks good. I don't see what the problem is. Again, put your votes in. So far, we got a 5, 5, 5. I gave it 5. I gave it a 5. We got 1 more minute. And then I'm going to give you my theory on Indiana Jones. Anything you guys want to talk about, we can run it. Hey, App, I don't think he was always needs to be wearing a leather jacket to be a classic. Yeah, but I have that one. I have that one. And I like Indiana Jones in his different outfits. I even want the one we had the winter coat on. I agree with you. I agree with you completely, Eddie. Where did I put that? Yeah, I don't see why everybody wants Indiana Jones. I don't know what the problem was. They were going nuts. Like, people were like pissed off about this line. I was like, okay, let me get a few and see what the problem is. And so far, I don't see anything wrong with the Indiana Jones figures. This is my first one opening. And yes, I do have Raiders of the Lost Ark Indy. I was going to do a major production with that one, But I think he looks great. All right, so I give it a 5. Eddie gives it a 5. If you're still here, Jay, what do you give this guy? 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest nerd pins. Give it a 5. I don't see what's wrong with it. I'm trying to figure out, what is the problem? Maybe, I don't know. I'm glad they did 6-inch line of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Now I can have Indiana Jones on my shelf. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's so bad about him. It looks great. So I give him a 5. We got 1 more minute, and we will cast our final vote for him. I think he looks fantastic. This is Harrison Ford right here. This Indiana Jones looks great to me. And yes, you can take the gun out of the holster now. I may get another revolver to give him, because the revolver was real tiny and small. But it's something about those shoes and pants. They look perfect on him. The nice baggy look to his pants with the hole in it. I like the way the shirt, but most of all, these shoes, they did great detail in these shoes right here. Look. See, little intricacies like that. Yeah, Billy Bears gives it a strong 5. People were hollering and screaming, and I don't lie. I'm not gonna lie. If the figure is garbage, I'll tell you, this figure is garbage, bro. This, that, and the other. Like with Falcon, I put a lot of heat because I said this is the worst action figure G.I. Joe Classified has ever done, and that was a Falcon figure, right? When I said that, you would swear that I was just somebody that wasn't into the craft of collecting action figures, whatever the case may be, and they see me posting pictures of action figures. They see my channel. Oh, you're not a real action figure collector. And you stand me up. I said, how old are you? They was like, it doesn't matter. I said, how old are you? I said, bro, I've been collecting action figures before you even born. So because, this is how the toy community is sometimes too. When you don't completely agree with them on something, oh my God, you done the worst thing ever. I done been kicked out of Motu groups. I just recently got kicked out of a G.I. Joe Classified group because I did not like the way they did Falcon, and I didn't like Stalker's face. You're talking bad about the toy line. You understand me? I said, I'm telling the truth. I said, I'm not the only one that don't like it. I thought it was horrible. Oh, he had plastic surgery. I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, you don't even know anything about G.I. Joe. I looked at your channel. I said, and what did you see? I saw only one video. I said, all right, now you're being disingenuous. I said, don't even talk to me no more. I said, whatever. Oh, this group is only going to spread positivity. I said, you guys asked me what I thought about it, and I told you I thought it was terrible. So, but this line right here, that's the same group that couldn't stand this Indiana Jones line. And when you tell me you can't stand something, I'm going to try to figure it out myself why you don't like it. So far, I love this figure. It is beautiful. I'm a big fan of Indiana Jones, always have been. Here's my theory with Indiana Jones, and I'm gonna let you guys go after this. Indiana Jones, this is just me. Although he is an adventurer, when you look at his adventures, a lot of stuff he should have been killed doing. Why wasn't he killed? Because the Lord was looking out for him, because he was protecting it. Indiana Jones was protecting and preserving the biblical artifacts. So a lot of that stuff that he did, that was the Lord touching down and helping him out. That's how I looked at it. Because when you look at all the adventures that Indiana Jones went with and stuff like that, he should have been dead a long time ago. But like, even when you watch The Dial of Destiny, it was like divine intervention that helped him out of that last situation, especially that training scene when like the AA cannon went off and just was shooting up all the soldiers and stuff like that. And then he ran and jumped and stuff like that. That's what I always loved about Indiana Jones, because to me, I felt as though a guardian angel, because he was doing the Lord's work, was looking out for him. You understand? What I'd be like, you know what? Nah, he's taking care of my artifacts and doing this, that, and the other. Make sure this don't happen to him. Make sure that don't happen to him. Get him out of this. Get him out of that. Not saying that Indiana Jones doesn't have skill, but there's some biblical, I feel as though there was like some type of divine intervention in my mind as a kid that was helping him get through all of this stuff. But some of that stuff Indiana Jones survived. You know, not at all. So I hope you guys enjoyed our Lightyear, Mattel Lightyear, Mattel and Pixar Disney Lightyear Busted Open Marathon, because I did enjoy the film. If you get a chance, a lot of people didn't even bother to watch it because it did have, by this time, people were getting tired of being like told what is right and wrong, instead of just having like a good movie that just pretty much told you a good story. So that's why I feel as though this movie felt. Did I enjoy it? I absolutely loved Lightyear, but there were a few things in it that I felt as though didn't need to be there, or they didn't have to show kids that stuff. Because like I told you, when I was in the movie theater, when I went to go see it, because yeah, I've been wanting to see Lightyear ever since it was announced. Like, it came out in 2022, but like in 2020 they hinted at it. I was like, oh my God, is that Buzz Lightyear? You know? And I felt as though this was going to be like an expansion into the Toy Story universe, of where these toys were created, like the original lore that these toys were created from. You know? But it was a good movie. You can probably catch it anywhere. If you get a chance, leave a comment down below after you watch the Lightyear film, and you'll see what a lot of people got pissed off about. Some people may not find a problem with it. Me, I overlooked it, and I'm usually very critical about a lot of things, but because it was one of my favorite characters from Toy Story, I was like, you know what? Let me check it out. And I enjoyed the film, but I saw why a lot of people were turned off and why they walked out the movie theater while I was there. But yeah, check out Lightyear. Let me know what you think of the marathons that I've been doing lately. It's my way of getting rid of overstock so that you guys can see it, because I wouldn't be able to do all the videos because I still have newer stuff coming in. I won't be able to do all the videos of the stuff that I have, because I do like to really give you guys a good production when I do edit videos, when I do them, so on and so forth, like to add special effects, good lighting, the whole spiel. And that takes a lot. It takes a lot of work. Just for me to do one action figure sometimes takes me like well over 10 hours. Yep, because I'll edit it. You know, it's one-man show. So I'm going to start doing the marathons of a lot of stuff that I have. If, you know, occasionally I will do a post-production. Like I will be doing a post-production of Street Fighters, Balrog. I will be doing a big production of Toxic Crusaders, which was given to the channel by Mousetype. Mousetype is a big-time investor and donator to Tough Nerd Toys, along with Kenneth Magenta, along with Apple Martini, along with Mitchell, so on and so forth. All of you guys are wonderful contributors to the channel. You help me keep going with this, not only within the action figure reviewing and the dialogue, along with my Tough Nerd Toys game. In like an hour or so, I will start playing RoboCop Code City. Let me know if you want to watch. I'll be over on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So, you know, you got all 3 platforms to, you know, pick from. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked the marathon. I had a great time showing these action figures to you. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out my boy Jay Bartlett. Hold on, let me bring up his link. You guys got to check this guy out. He is absolutely amazing. He is absolutely amazing. And he's what the toy community needs. He's like that beacon of shining hope. You know, he's very positive. positive guy. Does a lot for the community and everything like that. You know, let me link his channel here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Please, and I mean please, give this man a follow. He is absolutely amazing. Give Jay Bartlett a follow. He is one of the ones that you definitely want to watch. He has a great personality. He's very soft spoken. He ain't taking no nonsense though. But I mean, like, he's really into the lore like myself. I mean, like, he and I, we see eye to eye on a lot of things, especially when it comes to like toys that we like and toys we grew up with, you know, and so on and so forth. Like, he likes some of the older stuff, and myself, I like the newer modernized versions of the older stuff, you know. So, along with Kenneth Achenta, let's not forget OG Dick Richards. He is a long time, and I mean long time supporter of Tough Nerd Toys, and a long time friend of mine as well. So I bid you guys adieu. Have a wonderful evening. Have a great weekend. Love you guys. You're the absolute best. And I will see you later, I think. Yeah, come to watch me play RoboCop in like an hour or so, okay? Love you guys. Take care. No, I forgot. What do you do? When you buy a toy, what do? You bust it open to infinity and beyond. This is a good figure. You're stupid if you say this is not a beautiful figure. So what? You didn't like the movie. This figure is gorgeous. Sorry about the line bouncing off of it. So is this guy right here. His arch nemesis. Zurg. 14 inches, boy. Solid as fuck. Take care, guys.